Hey guys. Hey guys, welcome to Shades Tube, and thank you so much for tuning in. Um, Tonight it is September the 27th, 2024, 12:26 a.m. and Shades in the place to be, y'all. Yes, I am. Oh, wow. I love that. Anyway, guys, let's go ahead and do that Copyright Disclaimer Act under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, commenting, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. That entire copyright disclaimer is in my description area. It will be in my comment area. Part of it is scrolling across that screen right there. Also, guys, let me ask you to do me a couple of favors. Can you please like this video if you enjoy this content tonight? If you are not subscribed, please subscribe below and hit that bell notification so you can be notified of any upcoming videos. Again, like, subscribe, and hit that bell. Also, you can leave a comment and share this video. Thank you so much in advance. All right. Welcome to everybody in the bushes. What's up? What's up? What's up, y'all? Welcome to everybody who watches this in a replay. What's up, y'all? And over here in the chat, we got Jermaine in the house. 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 Y'all are so dang silly. It's ridiculous. Okay. I wish I would have had some music. I would have put it right to him. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, y'all, thank y'all so much for tuning in. I hope you guys had a beautiful what day is this? Thursday, okay? A beautiful Thursday. Um my blessings are extended out to everybody who is affected by the hurricane that's coming and probably already went through some cities and states. Okay, so my blessings are with you guys, and hopefully, you guys stay safe and have enough water and all the other supplies that you need. So they do have a wildfire update here. Let's see what it says real quick. Let's see. I didn't even know we still have fires. I guess we do. But anyway, I don't see it come up, so I'm pretty sure it's still something burning out here. It's always like something burning. I don't know why we have so many wildfires, but some of them are set by other people, like firefighters, some, just random people, kids. It's plain and ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? It really, truly is. But anyway, tonight, y'all, we're going to be talking about a couple of things, okay? First thing first, we're going to talk about Diddy, okay? He's going to testify in federal courts, allegedly. Also, he wants to tell his side of the story. We're going to also wrap up Dolph trial. It ended today. This first part of it ended anyway, with the guilty verdict for Justin Johnson. Justin Johnson, straight drop. Okay. And then I have a little update on regarding Javion Magee. Okay. And so what we're going to do tonight, we are going to talk about Javion first. Okay. Because it's going to be the shortest one. And then Sean will be last. All right. So get you something to drink, relax in your bed or wherever. And go ahead and check out Shades Tube because I'm back again. All right, y'all. All right. Y'all am so damn silly. It's ridiculous. Anyway, if you want to show additional support to the channel, you can do that by doing a cash app to $Shades Tube. All right, y'all. All right. Okay, so let's go ahead and put this music back on. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Do it. Do it. Let's see. All right. And let's go ahead and change the banner to breaking news and topic time. Breaking news and topic time, y'all. All right. I'm surprised I'm not sleepy. I will be in a minute, though. Y'all know how it goes. Y'all know how it goes. All right. So let's go ahead and get this started. We're going to start off with Javion, okay? And I told you guys I'm going to stay on top of this story because I just don't believe this guy unalived himself, y'all. I'm just going to be perfectly honest. I really don't believe that he did this to himself. I just don't. I mean, it's hard for me to believe that, based on the things that I see. So tonight I want to show you a closer picture of that tree that they claimed he unalived, he hung himself on. Let me first give you guys a timeline of this case and let you guys know a little bit about it before I show you the tree, okay? Let me go ahead and get that. And thanks to Jermaine for helping me out, hon. Thank you so much. All right, thank you. Let's go ahead and do this. Okay, so wait, let me see. This is it. So this is a picture of Javion right here. Let me show you guys. I always show the same one. Oh man, I'm pulling my. Hold on, I got to clear up my mic. Hold on, y'all. The heck is my okay? So yes, that is the picture of Javion Magee. Okay, my No, 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 no. Yeah, my condolences are expressed out to his parents, relatives, other relatives, his friends, and his girlfriend, and um, hopefully they will, find out what actually happened to this young man. Okay. And my prayers are extended out to them as well. Hey, Tony Bands, what's up? What's up? What's up? Y'all make sure y'all show Tony some love and support, y'all. All right. Tony Bands up in this place. You having a good day, a good night at work? Okay, so here we go, guys. Okay, so this dude, Javion Magee, was found unalive under a tree in Northeast North Carolina in September 2024. Okay, and he was a truck driver, over the road truck driver. He had just finished offloading or delivering, some product to Walmart distribution center. All right. So anyway, I'm going to give you a timeline detailing events leading up to and following the unaliving of a black man found under a tree in North Carolina with a rope around his neck. Now, Javion Magee, a 21-year-old from Aurora, Illinois, was found unalive the morning of September the 11th in Henderson, North Carolina. The Vance County Sheriff's Office reported on September the 13th that Magee was found near the base of a tree in a seated position with a rope wrapped around his neck. And then the other end of the rope was still on the tree. Okay. And that was off of Vanco Mill Road near US 1. Now, the other end of the rope was attached to a tree. And that's according to the police report. Now, Magee's body was taken to the North Carolina office of the chief medical examiner in Raleigh, police said. The family was told by police that Magee passed on by the S word, according to family members. Now, during a press conference held on Wednesday, September the 18th, attorneys for the family said it's too early in the investigation to officially declare Magee's cause of passing on. Now, following that press conference, the Vance County Sheriff's Office released a timeline of events leading up to Magee's unaliving. Based on what they currently know, here's what investigators have shared. Now, Magee was working as a over-the-road truck driver for KLLM Trucking at the time of his passing. This was reportedly his first job as a truck driver after he received his commercial license earlier this year. The day before Magee was found unalive in North Carolina, he had driven from Pennsylvania to Henderson, North Carolina to deliver a load of goods to the Walmart distribution center. And that's according to police. Now, here is a breakdown of his whereabouts before arriving in Henderson. So at 1 a.m. on September the 10th, Magee leaves Hazleton, Pennsylvania, after picking up a load of goods. He traveled south to Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, then toward Frederick, Maryland. He then got onto I-270 south and drove to I-495 and then I-95 toward Virginia. Now at 6:50 a.m. on September the 10th, Magee makes a stop 12 miles north of Ashland, Virginia. He stops for about an hour. Then at 7:50 a.m. on September the 10th, Magee starts driving again, traveling southbound. Hello, hey, how you doing, Diddy's baby oil? Thank you so much for tuning in. So he start traveling again southbound on Highway 1. At 8 a.m. on September the 10th, Magee reaches Richmond, Virginia. And then at 8:50 a.m., September the 10th, McGee reaches Petersburg, Virginia, and then he heads toward North Carolina. At 10:04 a.m. on September the 10th, McGee arrives in Vance County, North Carolina. He stops at a truck stop in Middleburg. McGee is seen walking back to his truck alone after getting food from the truck stop grill. Okay, so at 12:21 p.m. on September the 10th, McGee leaves the truck stop and travels southbound into Henderson, North Carolina. At 12:37 on September the 10th, McGee in his truck arrive at the Walmart distribution center in Henderson, North Carolina. The truck's contents are unloaded. Now, what happens after McGee leaves that Walmart distribution center? McGee and his truck remained at the Walmart distribution center in Henderson for about 4 hours, according to the sheriff's office. Here's what happened after he left. At 4:53 p.m. on September the 10th, McGee and his truck leaves the Walmart distribution center. Then at 4:58 p.m. on September the 10th, McGee's truck is idling in a dirt parking area in front of 285 Banco Mill Road in Henderson. This is where his body is later found. The parking area is an unofficial truck stop and is about a half mile from the Walmart distribution center. Now, I wonder what he was doing in that truck all that time, because he stopped in that truck from 4:58 until 5:44. So that's almost an hour. He could have been taking a nap though, or he could have been on his phone or whatever. We cannot see what he was doing in that truck. Okay, so at 5:44, September the 10th, he starts driving again. He drove northwest on West Andrews Avenue. Then at 5:49 p.m. on September the 10th, McGee pulls onto Young Street. His truck idles there. So he idles again, but this time he only stopped for about 4 minutes, 4 to 5 minutes. All right. So at 5:53 p.m., September the 10th, McGee parks in a parking lot at the corner of West Andrews Avenue and Vance Street. He then gets out of the truck and then he walks into a local smoke shop. Officials said he purchased tobacco products and was seen alone in the store. So at 6:01 p.m. on September the 10th, McGee leaves the parking lot. He then drives west on Andrews Avenue and merges onto I-85 South. At about 6:11 p.m. on the same date, McGee drives to the Walmart Supercenter in Henderson. Once there, he walks. Okay, so listen. I thought they said the distribution center. No, he drove to the Supercenter next. Okay. Once he was there, that's where he walked into the store and got that blue rope that he had. All right. They say he received a receipt at the self-checkout. That's where he rung it up at. Surveillance cameras capture him entering the store, inside the store, and then leaving the store with the blue rope in his hands, according to officials. Now at 6:22 p.m. on September the 10th, McGee arrives back at his truck alone. Before leaving the parking lot, McGee gets out of his truck and gives money to a homeless person near the store's entrance. Police learned Magee gave this homeless person 220 it is, but if I had more, I would give it to you. Magee gets back into his truck and leaves the parking lot. Now, one would say he gave out that money because he knew he wasn't going to need it, okay, because he was going to unalive himself. But also, he could have given out that money because he just got that job and he knew that his check was going to be pretty good. Because, not all of them, but most of these owner operators or these company drivers make pretty decent checks, So he was a company driver. All right. And so his check is probably pretty good for him. Okay, so therefore he could have just been giving out that amount of money because he just wanted to do a good deed, and he felt for the homeless person, and he knew at that time that his check would probably be really good. So $200 or whatever it was, he didn't even know how much it was. He wouldn't really miss it. You see what I'm saying? So at 6:28, September the 10th, Magee arrives at Hampton Inn Hotel on Roaring Creek Road in Henderson. He can be seen parking at the back of the building and walking to the front of the hotel. Now, again, you can say he was going to the hotel to commit the S word, but at the same time, you can say he could have possibly been going to the hotel to sleep, okay, because he was tired or whatever the case is, like a lot of truck drivers do. You know what I'm saying? He could have been getting the hotel so he can come back and go there, but they didn't have any rooms. Anyway, at 6:32 p.m., September the 10th, which is just a couple minutes later, Magee walks into the hotel alone and walks up to the front desk. He speaks to a hotel employee and leaves the hotel 2 minutes later. It was said that Magee was told there were no rooms available at the hotel. So at 6:35 p.m., Magee's truck is turned back on. He leaves the hotel parking lot within a minute. So when he was in that truck for about an hour, just idling, or any one of those times he would stop, he might have been on his phone looking for a hotel nearby to stay at. Okay. Now at 6:52 p.m., September the 10th, Magee arrives at the same dirt lot at 285 Vanco Mill Road, where he had parked earlier in the day. Magee gets out of the truck and walks along toward the wood line on the eastern side of the dirt lot. Magee can be seen carrying an object in his hand, according to surveillance footage. He then walks around a trailer, goes to the front gate of T&R Tractor and Trailer Repair, which is located on the same lot, and then walks back to the wood line. Now, something in his hand, he has something in his hand. That could have been anything. That could have been something that he had to deliver to that T&R Tractor and Trailer Repair. That's something the police probably are looking into. They could actually call KLLM and find out exactly what he had if they gave him anything. Now, at 7 p.m. on September the 10th, Magee gets into his truck and turns it on. He did not appear to have anything in his hand when he got back to the truck, and that's according to the surveillance camera. The truck is on and idling for the next half an hour. So, whatever he had in his hand, he left it at the TNR tractor trailer place. Okay. Now, at 7:30 p.m., September the 10th, Magee's truck is turned off. Magee is seen walking along away from the truck and toward the trees. Magee is not seen walking back to the truck after this moment. Now, let's go back to 7 p.m. on September the 10th. Okay, so when he came back to the truck, he did not have anything in his hands. Okay, so then he got in the truck and he was idling for the next half an hour. So what they need to find out is what he was doing in that truck for that half an hour. Who did he call on that cell phone? Just what he was doing. Now, some trucks, trucking companies have cameras inside of their trucks or audio, so they can hear you. So it would be, I'm thinking that the police probably would be checking it out, to see if they heard anything on the audio or if they have a camera in the truck. What did they see? Checked his cell phone to see who he could possibly be talking to. Just basically, try to see what he was doing for that 30 minutes he was in the truck before he decided to get out of the truck and walk toward the woods. Was there someone on the phone he was talking to? Okay, and then they ended up setting him up, and then they did Just because someone doesn't have defense wounds on them, it doesn't mean that somebody didn't do anything to them. Somebody can trick you out into the woods, right, under false pretense, right? Get you out there, you don't even know what's coming. You thinking that everything is cool. You get out there, next thing you know, a GUN is right in your face. Okay, so if somebody have a GUN pointed to you, they can make you do whatever. He's not going to be resisting. Okay, they could just but the thing about it, wait a minute, hold on. So when he was walking to the woods, let me tell you something what they missed. Okay. If the person, if it was a rope used, so when he was walking toward the woods, why didn't they say anything about the rope being in his hands when he was seen leaving the truck? This is what they said. They said at 7:30 p.m., Magee's truck is turned off. Magee is seen walking alone away from the truck and toward the trees. Magee is not seen walking back to the truck after this moment. So they told you before that he had something in his hand when he was going to TNR, right? So why couldn't they tell us he had something in his hand if he had something in his hand or didn't have anything in his hand when he started walking toward the woods and never to be seen again? That's odd. Okay? Because if he had the rope with him, I would think that they would see that in a surveillance video, right? And they would have said something about it, but they didn't. Unless he had the rope in his pocket, but why would he have it somewhere else? You would think he would just be holding the rope, just like he was holding the other thing. Unless, y'all, let me tell y'all something. Unless the thing that he had in his hand when he got off the truck originally was the blue rope. Now I'm just saying, it could have. I don't know if this is true. Okay, so he walked to TNR. Okay, gave the person inside of the truck stop. I mean, not the truck stop, inside the TNR the rope. I don't know what he went there for. KLLM should know, because truckers don't usually go somewhere unless they contact dispatchers. They're a dispatcher. Okay, so they need to check with the dispatcher to see. Now, if it's not on record that he needed to stop at the TNR trucks place, the tractor repair place, then why was he there? And what was in his hand? Was it anything blue? They said they can really tell what it is, so they don't know for sure if it was the rope or not. So, say if he had that rope in his hand and he walked inside TNR tractor place, right, with the rope, and he left it there because when he came back out, he didn't have it. And then whatever happened, they said they did not know what was in his hand. Let's go back to that and see. They said he walked around a trailer, goes to the front gate of TNR tractor and trailer repair. Okay. They said Magee can be seen carrying an object in his hand, according to surveillance footage. But what object was it that he was carrying in his hands? What was it? They never told us what it was. So that could have been anything. We need to see that video of him. Did they show us that video where he got out of the trailer and go to the front gate of TNR tractor and trailer repair? Did they show us that video? Because if they got video surveillance footage, they should have released that to the public too, so we can look at that video. See, that's very suspicious, y'all. They didn't show that video. I want to know what was in his hand. How do we not know it wasn't the blue rope in his hand when he walked to TNR tractor and trailer repair? He left the blue rope in there. Okay, came back to his truck. Maybe he knew this person who worked there. Who knows? And they got into some type of argument. So he walked back to the truck. He stayed there in idle, like he making up his mind what he gonna do or whatever the case is. Then he gets out. Maybe the person called him on the phone, told him to come out to the thing or something. I don't know, y'all. I'm just throwing out stuff. Or maybe he had somebody already set up to meet him out there. But why would somebody be meeting him in the woods? You see what I'm saying? That's kind of weird, right? Why would anybody be meeting him in the woods? If anything, I would say something happened inside TNR tractor. and we need to find out exactly what he had in his hand. They should have released that surveillance footage of him walking outside the tractor trailer, then going into TNR tractor trailer repair shop, so we can see what he had in his hand when he walks back out, so we can see all of this. And then they need to show us the surveillance footage when he got out of the truck and walked into the woods. Because when he walked out to the woods, they don't mention anything about him having anything in his hands, y'all. It says Magee's truck is turned off. Magee is seen walking along away from the truck and toward the trees. Magee is not seen walking back to the truck after this moment. So if he used the blue rope, why didn't they mention it at 7:30 p.m. on September the 10th? Why didn't they say he had a blue rope in his hand or he had an object in his hand? The surveillance video saw everything else. And also, why didn't they tell us what did he have in his hand when he was going into TNR tractor repair shop? Why? Because anything could have happened right up in that timeline. You see what I'm saying? And then he got back in the truck, and he was stopped, right? What was going on inside that truck? Where is audio from that? Because let me tell you something. My ex-significant other is an owner-operator truck driver. And most of those trucks, they have something that they can listen, audio that they can record, and they can hear the truckers. Some of them even have video that they can see and everything. So does KLLM trucks have that in them? And if it does, then the police would have already, obtained this. And they would, you would think they would release it unless they don't want you to know something. So who's to say when he got out there to the woods that whomever, I'm not saying that the person inside of the tractor trailer repair shop had anything to do with this. I'm just throwing out stuff out there. But who's to say something didn't happen inside there? He took that blue rope in there for whatever purpose, because he didn't bring nothing back out. And then he went out to the woods, maybe to go. You could have been out in the woods to do anything. He could have went out there to go pee. He could have just was going on a walk, anything. And then when he got out there, he got into some type of, the person was out there just waiting on him or whatever the case is. They could have had a GUN, or simply they just could have grabbed him. But he would have been struggling. So if somebody was out there, they would have had to have like a GUN at him or whatever the case is. So it wouldn't be no type of struggling, and there would be any defense wounds on them. Because if anybody did this to them, they want it to look like he did it. You see what I'm saying? Himself. So they're not gonna cause any type of anything that he has to fight back. They're gonna catch him. They're gonna use something to make him do do what they want him to do without him putting up a struggle. So he can indicate, because that would indicate to the investigators that somebody else did it. So if somebody want to do something, they want to get away with it, they would probably have a GUN pointed to you and make you do whatever they want you to do. And then you won't see no defense wounds on them or anything, because they're not going to do that, because they're going to be scared that you're going to, shoot them. So I don't know if this actually happened like this, y'all. I'm just throwing this out here because I've been thinking about this case. And when you guys see this tree that I'm getting ready to show you guys, you're gonna say that there's no way he could have hung himself on that tree, because the tree is not big enough. It's not big enough. And let me say this again. Who the hell wraps a rope around their neck 11 times? 11 times. We can see him doing it 3 times. Okay, maybe 4 times, but 11. So you mean to tell me if he was depressed, he's sitting up there wrapping a rope around his neck 11 times? I don't believe that, guys. And then also when he was inside of Walmart, he did not look like he was depressed. Okay, I'm sorry. I mean, he could have been, but he just does not look like he was to me. Okay, he did not look like he was to me. Okay, what depressed person rates the Walmart store? That's what it looks like he was doing. You know how you push the screen and you go ahead and push the happy face or the sad face? That's what it looks like he was doing. Who would take their time out to do that if they are depressed? Also, he was playing with the rope. I think he would have just grabbed the rope, left out the store, got in your truck, and be gone. And also, if he wanted to unalive himself, why would he take a whole load first? Okay? He could have did that anywhere. He didn't have to do it all the way in Henderson. He didn't have to wait till he get to North Carolina. He could have did it right there in Pennsylvania and all the other places he was at. He stopped before. He could have unalived himself then with many different things other than a rope. The whole story to me is just very odd. Okay? I do not believe this young man unalived himself. I just don't believe it. He had just gotten this truck driving job. I'm pretty sure he was going to make pretty good. Okay? He probably enjoyed his job. So why would he unalive himself? He could have did it a long time ago. The first time when he was parked over there and idling for about almost an hour, he could have went out there and did it then. He could have unalived himself in the truck. He did not need to get out the truck to do that, y'all. He could do it right in the truck. In some trucks, the sleeper is pretty big back there. The cab back there is pretty big, right? It has like a bunk bed, the up bunk bed and the bottom. You can easily, if it depends on how it's made, you can easily put a rope there and probably figure out how you can still do the same thing without going outside. You see what I'm saying? You can probably even do it with the steering wheel. It depends on how you sit and all this other type of stuff and the things, how you can do it. Okay. So I don't think you have to go outside the truck to do it. I just don't if he wanted to hang himself. And another thing too, now we did talk about the way he was sitting before, but if you are depressed, he could have still did the seating position. He could have still did that, but I find it very odd though. I still find it very odd how he was positioned. And if he hung himself, why was it? I just don't understand how he would be just sitting up there like that against the tree, and his legs remain crossed or whatever. He had one leg. I think they said one leg over the other one. I can't remember, the left leg over the right leg. I'm just trying to figure out how he would remain in that position if he did that to himself. Because it would seem to me that if you're hanging yourself, if you're sitting down some and you're hanging yourself because the tree is not tall enough or whatever the case is, but I thought they said the tree is 8 feet. So if it's 8 feet, unless he's too heavy to be on it, and just say he got on and do that, sit down in that position, once they did it, you would think instant reflex actions would make your leg move. But I don't know, it might not move. I'm just thinking out loud. I'm just thinking that it could have possibly moved. Okay, let me finish reading the rest of this. Okay, so here we go. So they said the next day at around 10 a.m. on September the 11th, Magee's body was found by the owner of T&R Tractor and Trailer Repair. Okay, so the owner called 911 saying a man with a rope around his neck was spotted on the outside of the fence at 285 Vanco Mill Road. The man, later identified as Magee, was not breathing. Then several first responders went to the location. Investigators said a rope had been tightly wrapped around Magee's neck a total of 11 times. The other end of the rope was wrapped around a tree branch. Magee was in a seated position with his legs extended out. Okay, his legs was extended out and his left foot crossed over his right foot. So he was holding his feet like that. But I'm just trying to figure out, how would he stay in that position though after he's unalive? Because you would think automatically, since the body started, the muscles and stuff start releasing all that stuff, you would think that his feet would have just came loose or something. But I don't know. It could have stayed like that. I don't know for sure. Anyway, Magee was wearing the same clothing he had been seen wearing on surveillance cameras throughout the day before, which was a white t-shirt, black shorts, white socks, and black Crocs. Now they said lying next to Magee was the wrapper to the Walmart brand rope he purchased the day before. That's how investigators first identified Magee, by taking the wrapper to Walmart in an attempt to identify who purchased it. They were successful. And that's odd too, because why didn't he unwrap it inside of the dead-going truck? Why would he need to wait till he get out there at the tree to unalive himself to unwrap it and stuff? And then it was lying next to him. So let me think about this. So when he allegedly hung himself, He was in a seating position with his left foot over his right foot, right, with his legs extended. And then he kept the wrapper right by his body. Yeah, this is very crazy. Yeah, and then that's another thing. You're right, Jermaine. It's so many different stories. They did. One witness said the lawn guy found him because they said he was mowing the damn yard. So I mean, I believe that it's a cover up here. I just really do. I just don't believe this is correct. You know what I'm saying? I believe somebody did this to this guy. I really do. I don't know why I feel like somebody did this to him. I don't think he unalived himself. I just really don't. So anyway, his body was taken to the North Carolina Chief Medical Examiner's office in Raleigh. They did perform an autopsy on him on Friday, September the 13th. According to police, the autopsy found that Magee had hemorrhaging around the soft tissues of his neck. At a press conference held this week by attorneys representing Magee's family, it was reported that Magee also had a broken neck bone. The medical examiner found that Magee did not have any defensive wounds, nor did he show signs of physical or sexual assault. Now, let me stop right here. How do we know they're telling us the truth? Because they would not show the body or anything to the parents. So how do we know they are telling the truth? And then again, like I said before, even if he does not have any defensive wounds, it doesn't mean that someone couldn't have made him stand still and they went on and did what they needed to do to him. Anyway, the toxicology portion of the autopsy was not yet available on Wednesday, September the 18th, when law enforcement released the timeline surrounding his unaliving. Now, at the time, law enforcement were trying to obtain search warrants to access Magee's phone to obtain more information in hopes of having a complete picture of what happened before his unaliving. And let me tell you, so that was way back on September 18th. It is damn September the 27th, almost 10 days later. Why haven't anybody heard anything regarding that? What they found on the phone? What happened inside that truck? What he actually have in his hand when he was walking to TNR? What did KLLM say? Did they say they sent him to that tractor trailer repair place? Because anytime he stops, he's supposed to call dispatch to let them know. And plus, the truck will probably have a tracking system on it, okay? Which it does, and it would tell them where he's at. So let's see here. Okay, so let me show y'all the pictures of the tree. Man, hold on, let me show y'all. Hold on, let me get the picture. I'm trying to get it out right now. I'm obsessed with thick women, and I agree. Yeah, that's right. I like wait a minute. What is this showing up on here? Wait, y'all, because I'm going to get a claim for this right away. Actually, I probably wanted just talking to it. Okay. Let me first play this.
That's north of Raleigh. A rope was around his neck. As Destiny Patterson reports, an investigation is now underway.
21-year-old Javion Magee stopped through Vance County as part of his job as a truck driver. It's a long way from where he lived in Illinois. Deputies found him dead Wednesday under a tree with a rope wrapped around his neck.
We have a lot of questions, not enough answers.
Candace Matthews identifies herself as a spokesperson for his family. She says law enforcement initially told them Magee died by suicide.
This young man has not had no indication of no type of suicidal ideation. He doesn't have a history of mental illness.
At no point in time that we have said this was a suicide.
Vance County Sheriff Curtis Brame says they're still investigating Magee's death. Magee's family does not believe he took his own life.
But how can we rule out a hate crime at this point?
Look at me and who I am. If I thought that anyone, regardless of their race, was lynched in Vance County, I would have it all over national news. When we got there, he was sitting with his back up against the tree on the ground. There's something common we would say, and we would call a jail suicide or homicide, where a person does not have enough height to hang or dangle.
Magee's family says they were told surveillance footage showed Magee buying a rope from Walmart. The sheriff says they're still looking into that. He says the medical examiner's office will officially determine the cause of death.
Mom and stepdad and dad have not even seen his body yet.
Sheriff Brame says the family could not view the body in person due to distance.
We want to see everything. We want full transparency.
An autopsy is expected to take place soon. Count on WCNC Charlotte to bring you new details as this story continues to develop. Answers after Javion.
The thing is that I know sometimes they can't let you view the body itself, but they should have sent pictures, and they claimed they were going to give them pictures, and then I believe allegedly the sheriff said no because he didn't want the mom to see the pictures, the body like that. But if he just hung himself and the only thing he has is a broken neck, I don't understand what the sheriff is talking about. You can go right online right now and see people pictures, when they hung themselves. Now, let me show you the tree. Hold on, let me get that tree picture. Hopefully he got this over here. Let's see if he sent me the right one. Hold on, I got to go back to my messages, you guys. Hold on. Let's see, I think this is the tree right here, I believe. Let me see. Yes, here's the tree right here. I'm gonna show you guys this tree. Hey, Miss T, thank you so much for tuning in. Y'all make sure y'all show Miss T some love and support. How you doing tonight? Okay. Let me show y'all this tree real quick. This is the tree right here, okay? This is close up of the tree that Javion Magee supposedly hung himself on. Do y'all actually think this tree can support him? There's the two trees right there. Look how little they are. Those are the trees right there. Now, you know good and damn well, if that dude tied one end of that rope to that little ass tree right there, and then the other around his neck, I don't think it would have supported him like that. I just don't believe that. Let me read some of these comments right here, okay? Let's see what some of these people are saying in this comment section. There is no way this is the tree. Somebody said this is, in fact, one of the branches the rope was on. The one I just showed you guys. Here it is right here. Another picture. I hate when, let me turn this damn volume down. I don't know why they be playing all this weird ass music. Well, they just can't do a video without playing music. Damn. That's one of the branches where the rope was hanging on. Okay. Now, let me go back to the other one. Okay, so that's what somebody said. Let me go back to the other one. So, somebody said his body was facing the fence with his legs straight out, with, of course, with his left foot over the right foot. Another person said no way he could have been on that. Another commenter said he did not do this to himself. Another commenter said if the birds could talk. Somebody said that looks like someone's backyard. They said it's the truck lot backyard. And that's another thing too. If the trailer truck repair place have surveillance video, right? I wonder if anybody there, if they even saw him walking over there to the woods. And that's nothing too. if they have surveillance video, that means that would have been on all day, right? And also, too, another thing we want to answer, another question we want to answer is, can anyone enter that backyard different ways? Because, ways where you cannot get it on video. We need to find that out as well. Okay. Let's see what else they got here. Somebody says, so how did he break his own neck? It's easy to do that if you get a rope and, you hang yourself. Somebody said, man, they are lying. They covered something up, for real, for real. Somebody said, people don't seem to understand that folks have unsliced themselves in the past by tying the rope to a doorknob and sitting down. If you let your body go limp, you don't need a strong branch. Okay. She meant to say unalive themselves. Okay. Somebody said, but it said he wasn't hung. He was placed on his bottom between the two trees. And those twigs don't seem to have any rope deformations or indentations. Foul play for sure. Justice for Javion. They said that he was sitting in a sitting position with his back against the fence or the tree or whatever they said, and he had his feet over his other feet. That's what they said, with his legs extended. And then somebody said, why is the police leaving out? They pulled him over. So the police pulled him over. I heard that before, but they did not include this in this report. So we need to find out if that's true or not, because we don't know if they ever pulled him over. I haven't read that in anything. Let's see what some other commenters said. Somebody said, how much did he weigh? The tree looks very flimsy. And that's another thing. Yeah. How much did he weigh? And if he was sitting down in a sitting position, tied the rope around the tree, and then tied it around his neck 11 times, I just don't see him tying it around it that many times. When you say 11 times, it seemed like somebody did it to him and tied that rope around his neck so many times to make sure the job is done. If you're sad and depressed, I don't think you're going to take the time to do 11 times around your neck. I just don't believe that. I'm thinking that you will only maybe do 3, maybe 4, maybe 5, but 11 times? Hey, Most Hated, thank you so much for tuning in. Y'all make sure y'all show Miss Most Hated some love and support. But 11 times, do y'all know how long it takes to do that? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't see it, guys, because in order to unalive yourself, you got to be depressed, okay? So you're going to sit there, you're already mad, you're already sad as hell and everything else, and you're going to do 11 times around your neck. You can just do it 3 or 4 times. It's still going to do the same job. But if you got some psycho out there, right, that you might have just got into altercation with, or whatever the case is, a verbal one, or if they're just real weird, it may just be a damn iller. I can see that person doing it 11 times, okay, making sure, extra sure the job is done. And again, when you unalive yourself, you're sitting in that position, you got your feet over the other one. I'm just wondering, but then again, it could stay like that. How long does it take for rigor mortis to set in? So it may be possible for a person to stay in that position like that, with the feet over the other foot, even after they're unalive. Okay, could be, possible to do that. I'm not sure, if a person will stay in that position or not. But I'm still trying to figure out if the surveillance camera caught him leaving the truck with something in his hand. Why didn't it catch him leaving the truck going into the woods with that blue ass rope in his hand? You can see a blue rope, okay, because it's going to show pretty good. Blue is a standout color. You can see it. So why didn't they mention this? And he didn't have shit in his hand. That's why they did not mention it. He didn't have anything in his hand when he went to the woods, okay? Let's keep it real. When he went inside of that T&R tractor place, repair place, he had something in his hands then, and whatever it was, he left it there. Say what? Oh, 150 pounds? Okay. So he was kind of little. But yeah, so he had, like I said, he had that in his hand when he went in there, but then when he came out, he did. Now, granted, it could have been something that he had to drop off to the tractor trailer place. Okay. It could have been that. All right. But still, I'm still asking the question. Where was the rope when he went to the woods, y'all? So you know what? If he didn't have the rope in his hand, he could have had it in his pocket. But I'm trying to figure out why would he put it in his pocket if no one is watching? Because if he was so concerned about somebody watching, he would have never walked that to those woods. He could have unalived himself somewhere where nobody would see. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. Was anybody in the woods before him? Or did someone come into the woods from a different direction that wasn't caught on camera? When he got back there, they saw him. They could have been an iller and they had a GUN. They put it out, they pulled it out on him, put him at gun, at that point, and then, you know, they could have went back around to the I don't know how they would have got that's what makes me think that if what he had in his hand when he left the truck originally to go inside T and our tractor place, just say if that was the rope, then that would indicate that somebody inside of there did this to him and could have went around the other way so they won't be on camera. And who all was in that place when he went there? Who all was in there? So it's a lot of questions that we need to be answered. And why haven't they updated us with any information regarding what they found on his phone, or if what they saw inside of his truck, his cab and stuff? Um, what was he doing when he was stopped? Okay, who did he talk to? Why don't we know these things? And what he did he have in his hand when he went inside a T&R tractor place? And where was the rope when he walked to the woods to unalive himself, if he unalived himself? Where was the rope? You can't tell me you can't see a blue rope. And even if he had it in his pocket, hon, let me tell y'all something. You're gonna see the print from it because it's gonna be like bulky. The rope is not all little, okay? So the thing is, I don't believe he had anything in his hand when he went to the woods. I believe somebody else was back there with the rope already and was waiting on him for whatever reason. I believe they had a GUN and then they did all of this to him by GUN point. And then they put him in that position, crossed his leg like that, and when they took did the rope, they left the paper right by him to make it seem like he did that to himself. Because it's just too perfect. They left the rope, so they left the paper right by the wrapper, right by his body, so the police can find it and just automatically assume he did this to himself, and he left the wrapper there so they can know where to go look to find out who he was before even going, or for whatever reason. So the thing is that I don't believe he unalived himself. He could have, you know what I'm saying? Because we don't know him. We don't know what he may be thinking about. But at the same time, honestly, I just don't believe that he unalived himself. I just really don't. And it would be very surprising to me if they come back and say that he did. And I'm still not going to believe them. I'm just going to be perfectly honest. I don't believe them. So I wonder if that area was a place where truckers may have gathered to talk and smoke, like a break area. That's what I'm talking about. And let me tell you something, that rope that he had, let me tell you something. Sometimes truckers buy rope for many different reasons. They can use it to secure their door when they're sleeping so no one can get in. Because even though they have keys, people like those lot lizards and things like that, homeless people like to come up to the truck and it may pull on the door and yank it open. So if you put the rope on the door and attach it to the other side, it'll be hard to do that. You could be using that rope for so many different things. And yes, they do have cables and things like that in there, but that doesn't mean he can't go buy a rope to have, the rope hold certain things down. You know what I'm saying? Just so many things he could be doing with that dead going rope. And again, truckers will go on walks. He could have just been walking in the damn woods. Okay? Just it's a lot of things he could have been doing out there in the woods besides trying to unalive himself. And all I got to say again is this right here. Where was the rope when he walked out into the woods. So to that, I think that was the sheriff of that county. Where was the rope when he walked to the woods? And what exactly was in his hands when he went in his hand when he went into T&R tractor and trailer repair? That's what we want to know. And when his truck was stopped, what was he doing? Was he on the phone? Who was he talking to? What did he say? And there are rumors going around that the police stopped him. So if that's true, who stopped him and for what reason? They probably do take breaks out there and smoke. Truckers be doing all that stuff. He could be just going on a walk. He did not have anything in his hand. At least they're not saying that he did. So I believe, listen, if he didn't have that rope in his hand when he walked to the truck, that means somebody in a damn trucking place must have did it. Because let me see, the reason why I say this is because the only way that you can get into his truck, well, you can get through it from the back too if it has a trailer on it, okay? But you have to have the key. And then if somebody has the key to the trailer, that means somebody in T&R tractor place had to be doing it. You see what I'm saying? So if somebody wanted to come to his truck to get the rope, you would catch that on camera because they would have to come around to the front to get into either side door, either the passenger side or the driver's side to go in there. Or they would have to go through the cab, but then you would have to have a key to go through there, okay, to get in. If it's locked, it may not be locked. But still, when you go through there, you still can't get inside of the other area. You're just going to be in the trailer. So still, they would have to go through the front in order to get through, in the actual truck where Javion would be. And then they would go in there. And then they would have had to know that he bought a rope and where to get it at in the truck, okay? Because he could have had the rope inside of the damn cabinet. Because they do have cabinets inside of those trucks, so the drivers can store their belonging or either other compartments. He could have had the damn rope anywhere. So if somebody walked around to his truck to go get it, they would have to look for it because they wouldn't know where it's at unless he had it sitting on the seat. Okay. And they wouldn't even know he had a rope. They would have to be just in there searching, So that makes me think that maybe what he had in his hand when he was walking inside of that T&R tractor place, he might have had the rope in his hand. I don't know for sure yet because they did not show us the surveillance camera from that. So they need to show us that too so we can see what he had in his hand. Because if he had the blue rope in his hand, then it's going to show. All right. So that's what we need to see too. We need to see that surveillance footage from when he got out of the truck and he was walking toward into T&R tractor trailer repair shop. Okay. So let's see if that's it for him. Let's see if I have any more video of him. Let's see here. Yeah. So as far as that, guys, that is it for right now regarding Javion Magee. When I get some more updates, I definitely will let you guys know. If you want to help this, help find out what happened to this young man, we need to do a hashtag and say justice for Javion Magee. Okay? Hashtag justice for Javion Magee. And if you have a channel, you need to, look up this story and maybe you can do a live on it to bring more attention to this because we definitely need to find out what happened to this young man. If he actually did this himself or if someone is out there doing that. Okay. And it doesn't matter about the race because it could be any race of person who could have did this. And that's just for real, Again, my condolences and prayers are expressed out to Javion Magee's family, friends, his parents, and may he rest in peace. And my prayers are extended out to them as well. All right. So, guys, we're going to move on to our next story. Let's go ahead and talk about the Dolph trial real quick, okay? And then we're going to cover Diddy because Diddy always take a longer time, okay? It's already 1:26, so I need to go through this one pretty quickly. All right, so let's go ahead and do this. So as you guys know, Dolph trial started on Monday, this Monday, and it just ended for this part of it today, okay? For this part. So let me go ahead and do a little highlights for that real quick. So here we go right here. Let's see. So this is day 4 of his trial. So the jury reaches guilty verdict on day 4 of trial for Justin Johnson. They charged him with murdering Memphis rapper Young Dolph. All right. Now, Young Dolph was unalived on November the 17th, 2021. Now, like I just said, Justin Johnson was charged with conspiracy to commit first-degree murder, and being a convicted felon in possession of a firearm in the unaliving of Dolph, whose real name was Adolph Thornton Jr. Now, Shelby County DA Steve Mulroy said Johnson is the only one currently on trial and expects the trial to be done by Thursday, September the 26th. Johnson is pleading not guilty. Now, Cornelius Smith, also charged with first-degree murder for unaliving Dolph, testified against Johnson and admitted to unaliving Dolph on the first day of the trial. Johnson's attorney, Luke Evans, said Monday he anticipated Hernandez Govin, who prosecutors say ordered the hit on young Dolph, will testify as well. However, Govin never took the stand. Now, on the third day of the trial, Shelby County Deputy District Attorney Paul Hagerman rested the prosecution case, and the judge denied the defense motion to acquit. Closing arguments are expected to begin Thursday, followed by a verdict from the jury. So anyway, the defense rests. Justin Johnson defense attorney Luke Evans began Thursday with resting the defense case without calling a witness. Shelby County Judge Jennifer Johnson Mitchell then proceeded to instruct the jury on the charges against Johnson in reaching a verdict. Johnson, once again, is charged with conspiracy to commit first-degree murder, and being a convicted felon in possession of a firearm. Prosecution closing arguments. Yeah, he did. Hey, Trina Baker, how you doing? Thank you so much for tuning in. It sure has. I'm doing pretty good. Thank you for asking. And yeah, he did. Now, prosecution closing arguments. Assistant District Attorney Iris Williams, representing the prosecution, began closing arguments just before 10:30 a.m. Addressing the conspiracy murder charge, the prosecution first went over facts, and they analysts by pointing to Cornelius Smith, who said $100,000 hit was placed on Johnson, and there was an agreement to unalive Dolph, adding that the plan had been in place for weeks. Now, y'all remember, this other dude, I think Straight Drop, said that it wasn't planned. Okay? But Smith said it was planned for weeks. And Johnson was an active participant in the agreement. Now, addressing the first-degree murder charge, the prosecution established that Dolph's sister confirmed the identity of her brother, and experts confirmed that gunshot wounds unalived Dolph. They also said Raul Hopkins' testimony confirmed conflict between CMG and Dolph. Okay? They sure were. I mean, that's crazy, y'all. Anyway, Williams went over Smith's testimony again, rein, reiterating that he identified himself and Johnson as the shooting suspects. Said they used the white Mercedes, not beige, not yellow, not gray, not green, not orange, not blue, not purple, not black, but the white Mercedes in the crime and tried to cover their tracks afterward. Now, Williams also repeated the testimonies of Christian Garner and Jamarcus Johnson, the brother of Justin Johnson. Let me turn this down, y'all. Hold on. I always forget. Next, she overviewed the expert testimonies of the MPD investigators who worked the Dolph Urder case. So that's Memphis Police Department, MPD. Okay. Now, addressing the charge of being a convicted felon in possession of a firearm, Williams says Smith testified that Johnson held a hand gun during the commission of the murder. Based on those facts and testimonies, Williams said the prosecution had met its burden of proof. So Jermaine said Gotti and Jay-Z both need to get the F out of here before the feds get them, and I agree. If not, they are going to be Diddy's cellmates. I agree with that. Now, the defense closing arguments. Defense attorney Luke Evans began his closing arguments around 10:40 a.m., y'all. Evans said it's never justice to wrongfully convict someone, and the jury had a heavy decision to make. Justin Johnson is innocent, the defense attorney said. He did not unalive Adolph Thornton Jr. Evans said many people wear black hoodies, gray sweatpants, and Bass Pro hats, clothes the prosecution said Johnson was wearing at the time of the shooting. Evans then told the jury to ask themselves why Johnson's fingerprints were not found on the white Mercedes. Didn't they say this dude cleaned it up? Didn't they say that? They said that he wiped the daggone car clean. Anyway, but the fingerprints of those confessed to be involved in the murder were on the car. He also alluded that the jury should not trust Smith's testimony. So now he's trying to call Smith a liar. Anyway, Evans then reiterated that there was no video showing Johnson in the white Mercedes at any point. He then switched to Christian Garner's testimony, asserting that he was lying, saying he had conflicting testimonies, and at one point said he was not the man in the video at the Valerio gas station, then changed his mind. The defense attorney stressed Garner's testimony could not be trusted. Next, Evans emphasized that tower signals that investigators used to show Johnson's location during day of the murder were unreliable because Johnson could have been anywhere in a 3-mile radius when Dolph was unalive. The signals cannot exactly determine where a phone is located. Now, addressing the conspiracy charge, Evans says Smith had testified that Johnson was not physically present during one of the initial planning meetings to unalive Dolph was formed. Evans asserted that Smith only testified against Johnson and lied to get a lighter sentence. Evans then said there's no proof that Johnson received money in relations to the young Dolph murder. Now, going back to Smith's testimony, Evans said Smith was only in it for himself and had been the only one in contact with Hernandez Govan, who was accused of being involved in this murder. Evans changed course to the mistaken timestamp that the prosecution accidentally placed on a video at the Concourse Apartments. Evans then says Smith testified that Govan had a security system at his home near where the suspects hid the white Mercedes, but police never reported confirming and looking at those cameras. The defense attorney described Govan as an important piece to the trial and pointed out that the prosecution said he was cooperating with the state. However, prosecutors never called Govan to the stand for whatever reason they had. Evans argued that Govin's testimony would have been favorable to Johnson's innocence and that the jury did not get all the facts of the case. Now, due to these arguments, Evans said the jury could not be able to reach a guilty verdict with absolute certainty. Now, the final closing arguments from prosecution. Hagerman gave final statements for the prosecution just before 11:30 a.m. Hagerman said Govin was a defendant, not a witness in this case, and had the right not to testify and incriminate himself. He stressed that the prosecution cannot call everyone and anyone they want. That would be insanity, Hagerman said. The prosecutor then said video evidence in Smith's testimony proved Johnson committed the murder. He also pointed to the fact that investigators retrieved data from Johnson's phone showing he was communicating with Ingram and shared location with him after the unaliving. Addressing the defense assertion that Smith was lying to get a deal from the state, Hagerman said Smith was talking because he was caught and wanted to make his sentence lighter, like a lot of people do. Hagerman said video evidence seemingly depicting Smith and Johnson at the Haven Court Apartments proved Smith told the truth. Hagerman reiterated that Smith said right after Dolph's unaliving, Johnson FaceTime Big Jock, what's his name, Big Juke, and data extraction showed Johnson's phone FaceTiming Big Jock or Juke phone, despite Johnson deleting calls from his phone. The prosecutor continued to overview other evidence in the case, including video evidence, the white Mercedes, and the white Ford Expedition. He also said Johnson was guilty of the conspiracy charge due to his alleged part of preparing for the murder, knowledge of the plan, and cooperating with the plan. Hagerman finished his closing argument, and Judge Mitchell informed the jury on the verdict instructions just before noon. The jury then left to deliberate over the verdict at 12:06 p.m. The court shortly came back in session without the jury around 3:20 p.m. to discuss what was the legal definition for a term agreement, a question the jury had asked during deliberation. The judge and attorneys concluded that there was no legal definition. Judge Mitchell said she would answer the jury's question in a note. Then the court adjourned again. Just after 4, they reached a verdict. The jury found Justin Johnson guilty. Let me see something. Okay. 11:30. It took them a while to do that. Okay, so just after 4 p.m., the jury found Justin Johnson guilty on all charges, and the judge sentenced him to life in prison. Court dates originally scheduled for Smith and Govin for September the 30th were reset after the verdict. Smith will appear November the 15th, and Govin is due back for a hearing on October the 9th. Okay, so anyway, let me just give you guys some quick background, and then that'll be it with this case. Okay, for this part of it anyway. The shooting, unaliving of Memphis rapper Young Dolph sent shock waves throughout the Bluff City and nationwide nearly 3 years ago. Justin Johnson and Cornelius Smith Jr. were both charged with first-degree murder among other felonies in Dolph's unaliving. The two were originally set to head to trial on June the 3rd, 2024, but in May, the DA's office said the defense counsel asked for more time for everyone experts to review information, and prosecutors agreed. The trial was reset from March 11 to June 3rd, 2024. Judge Jennifer J. Mitchell took over the case after the Tennessee Court of Criminal Appeals ordered Judge Lee Coffey to recuse himself from the Young Dolph case. This comes after a Shelby County judge has granted a motion for a change of venue for the trial in February. That meant an outside jury is being brought in to Shelby County to hear the case, which received heavy media attention here. Sure is, very weak. Prosecutor Paul Hagerman said the change of venue would not pose an obstacle for prosecutors. Young Dolph, whose real name is Adolph Thornton Jr., was fatally shot at Makita's Cookies on Airways Boulevard on November the 17th, 2021. Police said at the time, two men got out of a stolen Mercedes and fired shots into Makita's homemade cookies, where young Dolph was making a purchase. Police released photos taken from surveillance video that captured the shooting, which they said led to the arrest. Another suspect, Jamarcus Johnson, pled guilty to 3 counts of accessory after the fact. In October 2023, he faces 6 to 12 years in jail. If convicted, the suspects could face life in prison without parole, which, according to attorney Leslie Balling, is now 51 years in the state of Tennessee. Okay, so like I just said, um, Justin Johnson was found guilty on all charges, and the judge sentenced him to life in prison. So life in prison without parole is 51 years in Tennessee, right? So how old is this dude? So he'll be like what? He's 20, what? 23, 24, 26. So just say if he's 24, then, let's see. So he'll be in 50 some years old. He would be 24, 34, 44. He'd be like 70 some years old. Goodness. So I don't know, y'all. This is crazy because the thing is that he said they did it. He did it because he wanted to buy his child. I think this is the one that wanted to buy his kid a birthday present. He wanted to get his girlfriend a house or something like that, you know, and he just did it, for the money. And the thing is that did he even think if he get caught that he would not get the opportunity to enjoy that little bit of money? Because I believe he said that he would get 40,000, the other guy would get 40,000, the other guy would get 10, if I'm not mistaken, something like that. I can't remember. But still, it sounds like a lot of money, and it is initially. But when you start thinking this out, is it really worth it? Because if you get caught, you're not going to be able to enjoy that little money, and you won't be around your child. You won't even enjoy the house that you thought you was going to, even if you would have purchased the house, you're not going to be able to enjoy the house because you're going to be incarcerated. So why even do that? And then if you rap, like he rapped, why not wait for that to take off and get a regular job or something? It's like people do crimes, right? And they just don't really think about what happens if they get caught. You steal money for your kids. If you're not around, they're going to be even unhappier because you're not around. You're not in their lives. You're incarcerated. And then this young man, 20 some years old, he's going to be in jail all of his young life. When he get middle age, senior citizen, when he gets out, the whole time he's going to be spending in prison around other men. Who wants to go to sleep and wake up every day and see the same old people in the same place, eating that same old food, the same schedule every single daggone day and night, being told what to do? Who wants a life like that? So that's why you have to think about actions before you do them, especially actions that can get you incarcerated or unalived. And honestly, no amount of money should make you want to unalive a person who never gave you a reason, like self-defense reason to unalive them. You should never want to take a person's life because you want money or or just over, just foolish. You shouldn't be doing that. The only time I can condone that is if it's self-defense, like I just said before. So again, he has life, 51 years at least, if he makes it. And who in the hell wants to spend 50 some years in prison? This is what you have to look forward to. And then his defense attorney said that he was innocent. So why even confess and say you did something if you know you didn't do it? And make sure your story is consistent. It stays the same. Like Jermaine and other people say, I do believe that they were used. Crash dummies. They're young, poor, need money. I believe they were used. And it's a shame that happened. But when you are grown, okay, and you know right from wrong, you have to know it's not right. It's not right, no matter how much money you may need or want. You can't be going around here just taking people out, for no damn $100,000 or $40,000 or $10,000 or anything for that matter. And then think you're going to get away with it. Because even if you did, just say if he would have got away with it, right? If anybody even thought that they did it, they would have eventually got them. So again, it kind of makes you feel sorry for them as well, because it's plainly ridiculous, that they put themselves in that position. Why even put yourself in a position where you even need to do? You have to. I just think they shouldn't even put themselves in that position. Honestly, they should have just said no. We're not doing it. You know what I'm saying? You could have found so many other ways to get money that doesn't involve unaliving someone over foolishness and being a crash dummy, an idiot. And the main people who might have ordered this might be still out there chilling, having fun, enjoying life. Because there's always somebody behind the other person who instructed people to do certain things. It's always other people. You know what I'm saying? It's always other people. So, for the other one is going to trial, I think I said on, what did I say? November? Let's see. I can't even remember, y'all, all this shit. Let's see. Let's go down because we can't be reading all this. So I think the other one, I think I said, hold on, let me see if I can find that real quick. These are a bunch of, let's see. These are different damn stories. Hold on, let me see. So, hold on, let me see if I can get it. That's not it right there. I'm trying to think, where did I read that at? I think one is going to court. Wait, here it is right here. Yeah, November. Cornelia Smith is going November the 15th. And then Govern is due back for a hearing on October the 9th. So we got a while, but anyway, when they do start those trials or hearings or whatever the case is, I will keep you guys abreast of those cases and things like that. So again, Justin Johnson was found guilty on all charges, and the judge sentenced him to life in prison. And in Tennessee, that's 51 years. All right? Okay. Let me just screenshot this so I can remember this for them. Okay. So now, guys, we are going to go ahead and talk about the one y'all was waiting for, Diddy. But before I talk about him, let me tell y'all about that daggone judge first. The mayor, not judge, the mayor, Eric Adams, I think that's his name. Let me tell you guys about him first. I forgot about him. Man, I always be forgetting stuff. Let's see. Let me close all these damn pages out. I got like 50,000 pages open on this damn crazy T-Mobile phone. Know what the hell be wrong with this phone? Okay, wait a minute, y'all. Let me get this story. Hold on for 1 second. I got to get it. Okay, let's see. Mirror. Let me get this article. All this damn Diddy stuff, y'all. Would not believe all this shit I got. Okay, so here it is right here. So anyway, New York City mayor, y'all. Okay, I told you guys about his story yesterday. So anyway, he is charged with fraud in accepting bribes. He's been charged with 5 counts in an alleged long-standing conspiracy connected to improper benefits, illegal campaign contributions, and an attempted cover-up, according to a sweeping indictment unsealed Thursday morning. Now, Adams, 64, faces 1 count of wire fraud, 1 count of conspiracy, 2 counts of solicitation of a contribution from a foreign national, and 1 count of bribery, according to the indictment. Charges that expose the mayor to significant prison time if convicted. Adams, who was elected in 2021, is the first sitting New York City mayor to ever face charges. He will be arraigned before a federal magistrate at noon Friday, according to the court. Now, prosecutors say Adams accepted more than $100,000 in improper benefits, many of which came in the form of flight upgrades and stays in luxury hotels, none of which were publicly divulged as required. They didn't tell the public about it, okay? He was also allegedly he also allegedly received illegal campaign contributions to his first run for mayor and ongoing fundraiser for a re-election run. Yep. Let's see. So he did address the press after the indictment was unsealed alongside a group of supporters. He also maintained his innocence and he vowed to fight the charges. This is what he said. He said, "I ask New Yorkers to hear our defense before making any judgment." He said, "My day today will not change. I will continue to do the job for 8.3 million New Yorkers that I was elected to do." Let's see, what else did he say? I think that was it. No, he said, "Everyone who knows me know I follow campaign rules and I follow the law." And he said that over and over again, at least 2 times, I believe. So they said that Adams started accepting undisclosed luxury travel benefits at least as early as 2016. He took these benefits nearly every year through 2021. Also, they said the gifts were worth over $100,000 and none of it was disclosed. They said, in fact, in some cases, he told staffers that he paid for the trips when that was a lie. They also said he was allegedly soliciting foreign campaign contributions while traveling in Turkey in January 2019. And let's see what else they got. They got a lot of stuff here, though. But anyway, again, he was in his indictment was unsealed Thursday morning, and he is charged with. Let's see. I got to read this right. Y'all got to go back to the beginning. Yeah, he has been charged with 5 counts in alleged long-standing conspiracy connected to improper benefits, illegal campaign contributions, and in an attempted cover-up. So he faces 1 count of wire fraud, 1 count of conspiracy, 2 counts of solicitation of a contribution from a foreign national, and 1 count of bribery. And he could get many years in prison if he is convicted. All right. And on Friday at noon, he will be arraigned before a federal magistrate. Okay, so I'll keep you guys posted on his situation, and keep you guys informed. All right, so let's go ahead. I know they're gonna be together, aren't they? They're gonna be in a cell together. Shit, these people know they be doing a lot of crimes. Okay, a lot of crimes. Let's see what two commenters are saying real quick. Somebody said, jail, jail, here we come. Skip to the loo, my darling. Take the key and lock him up. Lock him up. Skip to the loo, my darling. Okay. Somebody said, a corrupt Democrat. I can't believe it. I'm shocked to the core of my bone. Well, a little bone, that is. Somebody said, this is karma. They did it to President Trump. See how he likes it. Okay. The truth said 2024 is the year of revelation. He has no sympathy from me. Somebody said, man, just Dems being Dems. Nothing to see here. Somebody said, any idea, chance going forward for this their game? Well, what? We're not going to read this stupid ass comment. I don't know what this person talking about. Okay, another commenter said, well. It was said when he was running for mayor that he was dirty. If this is all they've got on him, now imagine what else they would find going forward. And he used to be a cop. Well, that says a lot about that, huh? They also said he went against people in his own Democratic Party about the illegal alien crisis in New York City. That's why they went after him. He called them out. They are pissed off. If he committed any crimes, then he needs to be incarcerated. Okay, point blank. Now if he did not commit these crimes, then of course he does not need to be incarcerated. But if they have proof that he committed these crimes, y'all stop taking up for people when y'all know they got proof of stuff. And they claim they do have proof of this. Okay, here we go. Somebody said, trust me, he innocent. If he guilty, then I'm God. And if he guilty, then I'm God. But we are all know there no way I can be. And since I'm not God, therefore he is innocent. For I'm not God, therefore he is innocent. These people are absolutely crazy in this damn comment section, okay? Point blank. Somebody said, I don't believe it for... this is the same stupid idiot. Let's see. Somebody said he's done... somebody said, I would like to know if they check the gifts and bribes of the people serving in Washington. Another commenter said, and this should prove that the law is the law, no matter who it is. And Chris said, no, it isn't. Adams pissed off the wrong people, just like Trump. More New York corruption. Okay, so again, when I get some more information, like he's going up for his, what did I say he's doing today? He's going in front of the magistrate court, right? To do something. I forgot what they said he's doing today. Let me go look and see. Y'all have forgot that damn quick. Let me see. So today he's going to see the magistrate. Let's see. Yeah, today at noon, he's going to be arraigned. Okay, so if I get any more information about that, I'll let you guys know in my next live. Okay, point blank. So today at noon, he will be arraigned. All right, on those charges. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and get to that Diddy news, y'all. All right, Diddy. I think they're real too. You say they're fake. I don't know about that. I believe they're real. Oh, you talking about with Trump? Okay, so but I believe Eric Adams, I think that's his name. I believe that shit. I believe it. I believe Trump ass committed some felonies as well. A lot of these people are corrupt. I'm telling y'all right off the bat, whether they are a Democrat or a Republican. They be doing the most. Y'all just don't know. And you're going to find out when they reveal those videos they have on Diddy's freak off parties. You're going to see if they be truthful. You're going to see some people that you probably never thought would be involved in this type of foolishness. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be shocked. Okay, so let me go ahead and get this Diddy news on out, y'all. This is Diddy, Diddy, Diddy. Let me change my header to Diddy, Diddy, Diddy. We want the Diddler out here. Let's create a banner for him. Let's do a different one, though. We don't want to be like everybody else, okay? Let's do something funny. Let's spell it the other way. Let's spell it like this because we don't want to be like, we want to spell it this way right here. We're going to spell it this way. Okay, so here we go. We're going to do this one right here. And banner, and we need to show it up here, okay? There you go. I am so damn silly, y'all. It does not even make any sense, y'all. For real, for real. Let's see. You said, man, I just hope I'm not in any of those Diddy videos. I have been in so many freak offs throughout the years. Do you want to come up here and talk about these freak offs? Let us know. You can just do it in the chat. Let us know, Jermaine, what transpired in these freak offs that you attended and who was there and what possessed you to engage in a freak off. We would like to know. Okay, but anyway, guys, let's go ahead and get into this Diddy shit, okay? Anyway, they claim that Diddy will testify in his federal case, y'all. Okay, he said he is very eager to tell his story. The thing is, I don't think he should testify, point blank. All right, but he's going to do what he thinks he needs to do. So let's go ahead and read this. So they said Diddy would tell a story of love, hurt, and heartbreak when he testifies in federal court, according to his attorney. These people are crazy as hell. Diddy is eager to testify in federal court, according to his attorney, Mark. I forgot how you pronounce his last name. They said it again. I forgot again. Agnafilo, who revealed that the rap mogul is confident he can defend himself by telling his side of the story. Now, in an upcoming TMZ Studios documentary, The Downfall of Diddy, the indictment, his attorney confirmed Diddy will take the stand when his federal case goes to trial. Now, I think you can catch that documentary on Tubi. All right, so check that out. I'm gonna check it out, and check it out, y'all. Check it out. Now, if he testifies, Diddy can expect to be cross-examined over the surveillance footage of the brutal beating of Cassie Ventura. Nothing less, his legal team remains confident. And I meant to say nonetheless, okay? Anyway, his attorney said, I don't know that I could keep him off the stand. I think he is very eager to tell his story, and I think he will tell every part of this story, including what you see on the video. So I expect it's going to be explained by the both of us. Now, his lawyer also addressed concerns about Diddy being questioned about the infamous freak-offs detailed in the indictment and other instances of violence, including allegedly blowing up Kid Cudi's car. Now, in those freak-off tapes or videos, they said that he also was doing violence, forcing people to stay, just doing the most, clearly hitting them and things like that. So I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what they claim. Oh, where am I? Okay, so his attorney said he has this story, and he has a story that I think only he can tell in the way that he can tell it in real time. And it's a human story. It's a story of love. It's a story of hurt. It's a story of heartbreak. His attorney said Diddy describes his relationship with Cassie as one of heartbreak, adding he was heartbroken. She was heartbroken. Okay. The story in question is the one of alleged ex trafficking, racketeering conspiracy, and transporting the men of the night. Okay. Now, the indictment describes a long history of abuse and violence toward women, bolstered by his business empire's resources, power, and influence. In the last year, Diddy has faced multiple lawsuits for similar accusations of sexual violence. Most recently, Thalia Graves accused Diddy and his former bodyguard, Joseph Sherman, of drugging and violently raping her at the Bad Boy Record Studio in 2001. Now, anyway, again, the downfall of Diddy, the indictment, is set to air on Thursday night on Tubi. Okay, so it came on tonight, but I'm pretty sure that you can catch it again and again and again and again and again and again and again. Ditto, 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 and again. Okay, because Tubi is going to play that shit over so many times. All right, and I'm gonna watch it. So anyway, he may be testifying. I don't know if that's a good thing for him to do, but then again, it may be. Okay, it may be. But the way his attorney described all of this is crazy. He said he's going to tell a love story of hurt, heartbreak. He's going to tell it truthfully. And he is the only one can tell his story and explain what's happened, what happened in those videos and things like that. So if he does testify, it's going to be something to see, to hear this and to see it as well if they, let us see it. But the thing is, though, if he testifies and start telling on people, then he could be, possibly doing something that he should not be doing. Let's put it like that. Because I'm telling you, I bet you some really high profile people who were engaged in those freak off and probably on video. And that's why he was keeping that stuff just in case. You know what I'm saying? Now he was smart right there when he kept those videos, just in case, he needs them. However, I don't think he should have kept them in his house. He should have kept them somewhere else. Y'all, that is the link right there to the Tubi movie. Thank you, Jermaine. Thank you so much. Okay. Let's see what some of these comments are saying right here, y'all. Let's see. Somebody said if he's smart, he'll take a plea and maybe get 30 years. File some appeals like R. Kelly's attorney and get some time knocked off. But if not, he goes to trial in a federal court. He's effed up. This ain't state. He's doing every day of that time. One thing, if he happens to escape this, which I don't think he will, they will pin Tupac's urder on him. Hell, they may just do it anyways. Somebody said they can't just pin a urder on you. Okay, then the dude came back and said, the hell they can't. I did criminal defense and found out how people can be. They want that win no matter what. And could care less about the person they are going after. A man got 99 years for something he didn't do. We took it all the way to the U.S. Supreme Court and they would not budge. So he is doing 99 years for something he didn't do. Damn. That is sad, y'all. That is damn sad. Somebody said only true people that are not guilty will testify. He obviously got nothing to hide, unlike others. I'm sure people want to hear what he's got to say. Hey, KMB, thank you so much for tuning in. And good morning to you as well. The thing is that I think he do want to tell certain things. But I I don't think he'll tell on certain people. I just don't believe it. He might though. I don't know. I don't see him though telling on people who are very high profile. He may say other people who are not at that are not high profile, but I don't see him telling on people that can really, make things happen. You know what I'm saying? I just don't see it. Somebody said, good, let him tell his story. And a story it will be, with lies and deception. He's going down. Somebody said, are you one of his victims? Somebody said, no, what's done in the dark shall come into light. And then somebody said, right, the life you live speaks for you. And then another commenter said, good, I don't blame him at all. Anyone who witnessed the despicable freakout is just as responsible for not reporting it, especially with minors being involved. And you say you don't see him testifying. He said he is. I mean, his lawyer said he will be. I don't know if that's actually something that he's going to do, because he could change his mind and stuff. But like this commenter right here said that if anybody, people who witnessed this, who did not speak up, who just let it happen all these years and didn't say a thing, they're just as guilty, and they should be in jail as well. Right? He's very arrogant. I told you he thinks he's God. He really does. So let's see what else we got on Sean Combs. Damn, so Lance Bass say he does not like Diddy anymore. And another thing that's tripping me out is how all these stars are coming out now talking shit about this dude. But before he went to prison, nobody was saying shit really. Only a few people, some people were speaking out, but for the most part, all these people who are speaking out now, they was not saying crap. So they said Diddy's investigation triggered by ties to Eric Adams. Let's see. Claims former bad boy boss bodyguard. Let's see. What did he say? Hold on. Let's see this. So Gene Deal, the former bodyguard, claims the investigation into NYC Mayor Eric Adams was sparked by the criminal case against Diddy. So it says Sean Diddy Combs' ties to New York City Mayor Eric Adams sparked a federal investigation into the hip hop mogul's alleged crimes, according to his former bodyguard, Gene Deal. Now, during a recent interview before Adams' indictment on 5 federal charges, Deal claimed the Southern District of New York began looking into Diddy's alleged crimes amid their investigation into the mayor. All the mayor people that he brought on here in New York City, they are all resigning, Deal said. People ain't gonna tie this together. But if you look at it, you have to say, because of Mayor Adams and his relationship with Diddy, it brought on the Southern District of New York to start investigating Diddy on civil lawsuits that was put against him. Now, according to Deal, the case against the Bad Boy Records boss is bigger than Diddy, because you know who else they are doing. Because you know who else they was doing an investigation on during that whole time period. It was the mayor and the politicians in New York City. He alleged that the feds found that there was some criminal activity after reviewing Cassie Ventura and Little Rod's civil lawsuits and pursued criminal charges. So let's see what else. So what do you guys think about that? Do you think that the New York City mayor, Eric Adams, do you think that his investigation, do you think that Diddy's investigation was triggered by his ties to Eric Adams? Or do you think that Gene Deal, his former bodyguard, is just basically lying? What do you think? Chat, if y'all not asleep, what do you think? Do you think that Diddy's investigation triggered by ties to Eric Adams? Let's see what y'all say. You say you believe that? Mm-hmm. I believe it too, because it's kind of weird how a lot of these people are resigning, people are getting in trouble, just weird shit nobody's talking about. Diddy, none of these big high profile people are really talking about this entire situation with Diddy. It's like they are scared. But the thing is, if the FBI, which we already know the FBI does have some videos, if the FBI has these videos and see certain people on there, I think that makes people really kind of scared because they don't know for sure. Especially if they are the ones that was at these freak offs. Because like I said, the FBI has not. I haven't seen any real information from the FBI talking talking about what's on these videos detail by detail. That's what I'm trying to say. And I haven't seen any lists from the FBI that tells us who was at these freak offs, point blank. So I think all of them are probably they're probably sitting on the edge of a cliff. You know what I'm saying? Shit, because they don't know. If you know you are guilty of going to a freak off, right? You're gonna be scared because you don't know what the hell the FBI may have, and you could be in that video doing something that you should not be doing, something illegal. You could be there sitting there laughing or telling him to go ahead and do it, just participating when he's doing a crime. So that's why they probably acting like they're acting, scared, nervous, all that type of stuff, because people don't want to go to jail or prison. So I definitely believe that it could have triggered the other one. Says Diddy had ties with Eric Adams, and Eric Adams is alleged to have done all these little things. Yeah, I think it has a ripple effect. I really do. That's correct. There is a lot of big name people on there: the mayor, police chief, politician, people from other countries. Heads of states or countries or whatever. Probably some damn doctors, lawyers. Could even be some law enforcement. I have a video, not a video, but I have a little thing right here that says this. Hold on, let me show y'all. Let me go to my gallery. No, it's on here, I believe. Stupid self. Let me see. I'm going to the wrong thing, y'all. Y'all can tell when I start getting tired of doing the most weirdest shit. I really do. So this right here says that attorney drops bomb. NYPD had Diddy's photo hung in police station and was on Diddy's side protecting him. And you remember the other day, I think they had a news article, a bunch of them, saying that the New York Police Department was covering for Diddy and allowing these parties and stuff, to go on, even though it was illegal activities allegedly at these parties. So who's to say, this isn't true? And you never know who probably attended those daggone freak offs. Like you said last night, going to all white party doesn't mean you went to the after party, right? Some just went to the all white, but some of these people went to that daggone freak off party. Now let's see this other one. And y'all remember the other day when I was telling y'all about Nicki Minaj? This is what she was saying about I don't know who I think she's talking about Jay-Z here. She said every day a new man pushing 60 years of age gets fingered in the buzzy or busy, then made to come on this internet and lie on me. God is in control. Bookmark this. I advise somebody never mention my name again. And I think she was talking about Jay-Z on here, you know, Nicki Minaj. So she's saying she's saying that he's getting the finger in this, you know what? So and then she said he was made to come on the internet and lie on her. Y'all remember when I was telling y'all about Nicki Minaj saying all that stuff the other day? I forgot to read this right here. So that was crazy, you know. And let me tell y'all something. When these people get mad and they start saying stuff, you can believe that some of the stuff they are saying is true. When people get mad, that's when the truth comes out a lot of times. Not all the time, but a lot of the time, you know, the truth will come out when a person gets mad. And so she said every day a new man pushing 60 years of age gets fingered in his you know what, then made to come on this internet and lie on me. So right there, you said Nikki is bipolar. Right there, she's already telling you guys what's going on. And do y'all actually think that Jaguar Wright is making up everything she says? She's telling some truth in there. And for years, Wendy Williams was telling you guys about Diddy and other people. So sometimes these people will lie, but at the same time, they also would tell the truth. You know what I'm saying? So you have to listen very carefully. And KMB said, yes, I believe that. I know that's right. Okay, let's see what else I got for Diddy. Excuse me, y'all. So let's take this article off so I won't repeat it another day. So they claim, you know, they had a rumor going around saying that Diddy was refusing his meal due to him thinking that they may be trying to poison him. Anyway, they claim that Diddy is not refusing prison meals due to poisoning concerns. So let's see what they say here. It sure has, just about. You know, I mean, she says some stuff that it hasn't came true, but a lot of things have. So let's see. We're not gonna read that. So let me tell y'all something right now. He has because I heard people trying to say how many years he could have and all this other shit. Anyway, he could face a minimum of 15 years, okay, behind bars if convicted, or he can get maximum, which is life. All right. So either he can get 15 years, or he can get more, or he can get the maximum, which is life. That is, how can you imagine going from a million or $1 billion lifestyle to living in a prison for life? Can you imagine that? That's why I said I would have been gone so quick. After I settled the lawsuit with Cassie, when I left there, I would have had it already planned out. You guys would have never seen me again in the USA or any countries that I can be extradited from. I'm gonna be perfectly honest. When you got all that money, you can go anywhere you want to and still live good. You know what I'm saying? And hire security and do like Roman Pulaski or whatever his name is, and just never come back over here ever again. You know, that's what I would have done. Because sitting in jail, the possibility of sitting in jail for life, and the minimum is like 15 years. That's a long time. Yeah, I did too. I believe some of her stuff, a lot of her stuff. I believe. You know, I wish we could, huh? I wish I could to my Jaguar, right? Yeah, I wish I could, you know. She may not want to come on this little bitty channel, you know. So let me just point out to you guys that any information that I give you here on my channel, it's all coming from legit sources, okay? I don't make up stuff over here. I don't run on conspiracy theories. I don't report what I hear other YouTubers say. Everything that I get comes straight up from news articles that are what is the word? Because y'all know I'm getting sleepy. That are legit, okay? So that's what I wanted to let you guys know. No BS over here. So they said a former federal inmate told News Nation that Diddy was allegedly worried about being poisoned and was avoiding meals because of it. This inmate said he's really, really paranoid. He's really, really scared. Doesn't know what to think. He doesn't know who to trust or what to believe. Now, sources insist that Diddy is not paranoid behind bars, despite rumors. Now, this source chatted with TMZ, like always. TMZ is always there first. TMZ gets all of the information first. TMZ, who are you? Who are you really? Anyway, this source told the outlet that there is no truth to these allegations. He, Diddy, Sean Combs, aka Brother Love, aka Diddy, aka the Diddler, aka No Diddy, aka Shitty Diddy. Anyway, he is eating normally in prison. They claim that he is not receiving special treatment and he's doing okay, point blank. I'm going to say this again. It's still interesting, that they are now trying to fix up certain things in the prison and hire more people and, do some other improvements. It's very suspicious, okay, that they're doing it now once Diddy got into the prison. Okay? So let's see. You say you are absolutely right. After I paid her off, I would have left the country. I thought he did leave the country, but I guess he came back. That's when his sons got in trouble. Yeah, we need to do a whole live on TD Jakes and just make sure we don't use his. I don't know if we should use his name. Okay, I need to do like they do, like when I put up my thumbnails, when it's AI enhanced, they don't use the actual people. Okay, they just use a picture that may look like that person, but it don't actually be that person. And I guess they do that because they don't want to get sued or for whatever purpose. I don't know. But that's what we need to do to TD Jakes. So maybe I should make that picture for him because we don't want, you never know who may be watching live. And we may need to use a different, like, I don't know. I don't know how we would do it, because you don't want no bull crap. Doing, talking about people, whatever the case is. Yeah, we can call them that, Walrus. Okay. Or yeah, we can call them that right there because I was about to say something else. We need to keep that right here. So anyway, again, Diddy is eating, y'all. Just in case you want to know, he's eating like like people do in prison, and he's okay. He's not paranoid. He's not tripping out. He's not trying to unalive himself. Point blank. All right. Okay, let's go ahead and go into our next thing about Diddy. Let's see. So let me show y'all this video because y'all know I got to do some funny shit. So they said, look at Diddy's smile right here. I guess he's looking at, oh, okay, let's see this video right here. Wait. Let me make sure this is cool before I show it to y'all. So I don't see him smiling on here. I don't see anything weird on this video, but I will show y'all. Okay, I will show y'all because I don't know what these people talking about. Oh no, we can't do this. Here they go with this same damn music again. Okay, we're not gonna watch this one, y'all, because they got the damn music playing. They cannot do anything without playing music. And don't forget about 50 Cent's documentary coming on Netflix, okay? And of course, R. Kelly defends Diddy, y'all, and calls his federal investigation a conspiracy and resurface reports. All right. So R. Kelly, that's what R. Kelly said. All right. He said that it's a federal conspiracy. He said, I don't believe none of this shit. He said, "You could tell me about Puffy. You can tell me about anybody. You can tell me on the news, the weather, the sky is blue. I'm not going to believe the shit because I am in it now and I know what they did." Mm. He also claimed that authorities are hunting him, Puff Daddy, and other celebs because of the way in which they handle their wealth, success, and capacity for power. Okay? So yeah, R. Kelly stands up for Diddy. And here he is right here. Now let me say this again, because we don't want nobody saying that this is not Diddy on this picture. Okay, remember, anytime they do the AI enhanced pictures, they always change them up a little bit. I don't know why they do that, but that's what they do. Okay, they always do something. But that is him. Okay, it may not be 100% how he looks, but they want you. It's supposed to be him. Okay, point blank. Let's see here. No, do not use his name or put up his picture. We would use a substitute code name. Yeah, we need to, because some of these daggone people will take your ass to court and sue the shit out of you, even if you don't have any money, and have your whole channel down. Okay, so you have to do everything, the right way, especially when you're talking about somebody in a negative manner. You know what I'm saying? You're exposing them. You need to do it a little bit different. You better use one of these AI enhanced pictures where it's him, but they look a little different. Like this Diddy picture is definitely AI. You can tell by everything. So when y'all see these type of pictures on thumbnails, it's just AI. That's it. Okay, it's still the person. They just change it up a little bit. Or sometimes they use a picture that looks like the person, but it's not actually that person. You see what I'm saying? Because I guess they don't want to get sued or whatever the case it is. But I do wonder if Diddy was having freak offs. You mean to tell me that no white actors or artists were doing the same thing? Well, they claim allegedly that Leonardo DiCaprio was doing some type of parties. Okay, and that's what I saw. I saw his menu on Nancy Grace program. He gets 166 a day. Yeah. I told everybody about what he eats here on this channel too. I said that he has Swedish meatballs, $9 steaks. He can get Snickers. Forgot what else. A lot of stuff. Green beans, sodas. He can buy toothpaste. He can get a lot of shit in commissary. Just a lot of stuff. A lot of different type of foods. All types of stuff. I think they can even get some other electronic device. I can't remember what it was, but I gave a whole list with a whole bunch of stuff on it. And that was not the complete list either. It was just some things that they wanted to tell us about. So let's see what else we got here. So R. Kelly is defending Diddy. They was friends. So I mean, what do you expect? And let's see what else we got on Diddy here. Okay. So we're not going to show that one because they had too much music on. We'll take that off. So New Orleans musician Dawn Richards, she sues Diddy Combs for alleged sexual assault threats. Okay, let's see what she's talking about. So that's the girl from, let's see. That's from Danny Kane. I already told you guys about her. But I can't tell you exactly what happened because she's going into more details right here. She said that this dude, allegedly, he groped her, he starved her, and threatened her during his frequent fits of rage. So this is Dawn right here. This is the black girl from Danny Kane. He sounds like he's bipolar or something. Shit. Honestly, they need to go check that out to see. Fits of rage. Let's see what else. She said that Combs allegedly ordered Richard to strip down to her underwear. He threw objects like phones and food while he was mad. He made DEATH threats and he withheld earnings. This man is crazy as hell, y'all. Hold on. She also said that Combs led her to believe women could only be successful in the music industry if they accepted abuse and exploitation. And then she also claimed that she witnessed him, abusing Cassie. She said that Combs allegedly slapped, strangled, and threw objects at Cassie. He also threw a scalding hot pan of fried eggs. You know what? I believe her. Now, a lawyer for Combs, Erica Wolf, responded to the lawsuit. She claimed that Richard had manufactured a series of false claims, all in the hopes of trying to get a payday ahead of the release of her new album. I don't know about this. Sound like this is true shit. I mean, because he has so many other similar lawsuits that states the same thing. And if she has any type of proof, it's over. She also alleged that he cupped her breasts. And he also said he wanted to give her a breast augmentation for Christmas. She said he would also touch different areas of her body while she was working with a stylist to show where the clothing should fall. She also said that he made degrading remarks about her body. She also said that he deprived them of sleep as well as food. And she dropped all the way to 100 pounds due to having to choose between food or sleep. And back in 2010, she was diagnosed with joint pain called, I can't pronounce this, arthralgia. This ARTHRALGIA, which is joint pain due to overuse. And she also got anemia and low white blood cell count. And she said, but when she showed her medical records to Combs and pushed for a better lifestyle, she said he disregarded her physical concerns. And then I guess when she was trying to tell Cassie to leave the relationship, I guess Combs found out, and then he got really, really mad. She claimed that he told her, you want to DIE today? And I end people. So he said, you want to today? And I end people. So that's what he said, y'all. That's what he said. Okay, so I believe that. I really do, because it sounds just like him saying that. And then Combs allegedly defended his abuse toward Cassie at one point, telling Dawn that this was normal behavior while threatening that there would be consequences if she told anyone about it. That's a damn shame. Now, I don't know why she took so long to say something about this, but I thought I heard her speak out before, but people probably just didn't believe her. But, I still believe her. I really do. I don't think she's making this up. I don't. Let me keep this story right here. Hold on, y'all. Let's update to this little story about this little boy. Okay. So the next story is this report right here. Okay. So allegedly, a ex-worker gave Diddy freak off video to the feds, according to this report. She said that it's showing special treatment because the other population cannot get that. Yeah, that was on Tubi, I believe her. Okay, and then Jermaine said jerk. Okay. Okay, yeah. So anyway, let's see this real quick. Okay, so a male ex-worker gave federal investigators a video of himself participating in one of Sean Diddy Combs' notorious freak-offs, according to a report published Thursday. Oh no, what am I doing? So he gave the feds a freak-off video of, allegedly, of Diddy. Now, if this is true, wait a minute, how did he get? I thought they said that Diddy locked up all his videos and did not give access to anyone. So how did he get the freak off video? Unless he recorded himself too, which is weird. That's very strange. Yeah, that's very strange, y'all. For real, for real. Let's see. So do y'all believe that? Let me go ahead and type this in because what they try to do is make me pay for this site. Hold on. And I'm not about to do that. Let's see. Here we go right here. So let me do it on this one right here. Let me go to TMZ, who knows everything. So, like I was saying, sources with direct knowledge told TMZ the male ex-worker met with the feds Wednesday in New York City, and they signed a proffer agreement. I think it's proffer. Is it proffer or proffer? One of the two. And that agreement allows him to speak to federal investigators without fear of prosecution. Now, we are told the conversation revolved around Diddy, with the man explaining how he got in touch with an escort to engage in a freak-off involving himself, Diddy, and a woman. Now, they said our sources say the man also dished on what types of drugs Diddy allegedly liked to use during the X sections, as well as details about one specific encounter he claims was caught on tape. Our sources say the threesome went down in May 2023 when the ex-worker claims he flew from Atlanta to Miami to meet up with Diddy and the woman. And he ended up having with her while Diddy filmed the encounter. We are told the ex-worker had a copy of the video from that alleged encounter and turned it over to the agents who met with him. Damn. Yeah, I believe that. Definitely. He definitely could have been doing that. Now, what's interesting about the ex-worker's account is it lines up with what Diddy's attorney, Mark Aguilar-Filho, told us about the freak-offs. He said freak-offs were not wild orgies and simply threesomes with consenting adults. I can't show this one right here on here because they are basically looking naked. And this is at one of Diddy's freak-offs. And they're showing, this is actually at the, I don't know, because at this, they got on all white right here. So I'm thinking this is the all white party, but they're like doing something that they shouldn't be doing in this video, okay? Point blank. Yeah, this is the wild white parties. So they claim the white parties were also wild. Excuse me, because this is a little picture, this still shot that I'm seeing right here. They kissing and stuff and everything. So we will see, what's going to happen from this ex-worker allegedly giving the feds a video of one of those freak-offs. It's gonna be interesting to find out about it if they release that information. Let's see if we can get anything else on that. Yeah, they all reporting the same thing. So he must have been recording too, but they said it's a copy. So how did he get a copy? Because I know Diddy didn't give him a copy. It's kind of weird if he did. Wait, let me get this one off, y'all, and get the next. So the next story, let's see what else we got. I'm not gonna play this because they talking about like this child. Let's see what else we got for Diddy. That may be it. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see. So okay, so I think we already seen this one right here. Now they did say. Now let me tell you what Suge Knight said, and then we're gonna get out of here because I've been on here for 2 hours and 21 minutes. So Suge Knight, y'all, claims that Jay-Z, Dr. Dre, and other industry people knew about Diddy's alleged criminal activity, and if this is true, then all of them need to go down as well. Okay. Now, Suge Knight recently claimed that people like Jay-Z and Dr. Dre knew about Puff's crimes. All right. Suge clarified that he does not jump up and down and cheer for no black man going to prison. Knight acknowledged that though some people do deserve to serve time in prison for their crimes, it is not always the answer, and it can cause difficulties for those with kids and families. But they don't do no damn crimes. You don't have to worry about it. So he said, fact is there. Where we are at now. I don't care if it's T.I. I don't care if it's Rick Ross. I don't care if it's Jay-Z. I don't care if it's Snoop Dogg. I don't care if it's The Game. I don't care if it's Dr. Dre. Nobody's stepping up on the fact that you know what's going on. And that's the same thing we all have been saying. LeBron too. We all been saying that if these people were there and they saw what was going on and did not say anything, they are just as guilty as he is. And also, too, again, why did so many people wait till he got incarcerated to start speaking out? They should have been speaking out a long time ago, point blank. Okay, let's see what else they got here. So that's what Suge Knight said on that one right there. I'm not going to read this whole thing. You guys can go online and see that if you want to. It just takes too long. Let's see. But that's what he claimed, guys. That's what he claimed. Let's see what else I got. So Suge also said that Diddy isn't the only one with incriminating tapes, okay? He said this has been going on for a long time. I know. Shit. Now they want to all tell. So anyway, let's see here. Let's see. Now, Suge Knight claims that Diddy was taught from people before him, and he did it to the younger people after him. Now, Diddy's ex-bodyguard, Gene Deal, made a similar claim this week, saying, to keep it frank, he was doing to other people what was done to him. That's a learned behavior. Then Suge Knight went on to claim that Diddy isn't the only one with tapes of famous people doing crazy things. He's not the only one, Knight said. They got all the tapes when you talk about the tapes, but this been going on for a long time. And then Chris Como asked Knight, what tapes are you talking about? Who has them? And what kinds of things do you think they show? And then Suge said, you know what they show. Suge Knight also called out several big name rappers for not speaking out and being whistleblowers following Diddy's arrest. He said, I don't care if it's T.I., I don't care if it's Rick Ross, I don't care if it's Jay, I don't care if it's Snoop, I don't care if it's the game, I don't care if it's Dre. Nobody's stepping up on the fact that you know what's going on. Point blank. Then he continued, he said, there's got to be a solution because this has been going on in this industry for a whole bunch of years, for decades. And at the same time, nobody wants this to be true. It should not have to be true. But if we don't fix it and do something about it, history will constantly repeat itself. And then Suge Knight also compared Diddy to Jeffrey Epstein and that he could be in a danger in prison because of what we know. No, because of what he knows or because someone just wants to get a name for themselves. So there you go, y'all. That's what Suge said. You know, he was going to speak out on all this and stuff. You know, he's going to always speak out. Okay? So that's going to be it for this Diddy's news because, like I said before, there's so much shit you can talk about him. I mean, every single minute of the day and stuff. So any other updates, I will tell you guys later on when I come back for my Friday. Tomorrow is Friday. Yeah. What's the day, y'all? I'm losing track of these damn days. Yeah, today is Friday. So yeah, I'll tell y'all, later on today when I come back on or tonight. Let's see. Let me tell y'all this funny story before we get ready to get out of here. Y'all, can y'all believe an 8-year-old girl drove herself 20 miles to Target with $400 cash and bought some stuff? 8 years old. How in the heck can she know how to drive at 8 years old? Now, she did hit a mailbox, and knocked it off. But other than that, she didn't have no type of accident. She drove there, got out, parked the car, got out, went inside of Target, I believe, and then bought some things. Now, when the police came, they had the store return the $400 back to the parents. And of course, obviously, they turned back in all the stuff the little girl bought. But that's tripped out that this like 8-year-old decided to drive herself to Target and go shopping. All right. Let's see. You said you was on Twitter in 09 exposing them folks, and they said I was crazy. LOL. I got into it with slabs there, but it's funny how everything I said has come true. Right. A lot of times people be saying certain things about these damn celebs and it come true. You know what I'm saying? Because, they be doing all types of shit, you know? And I do think some of these people are into some type of secret, society type shit. It may not be called the Illuminati, but it may be called something else. Just like I believe that some of them do practice, all that other stuff as well, It's just, some of these people are weird. For real, for real. Very strange. So tomorrow, I guess I'll show you what the stuff that Freddie P said about Diddy. It's like 4 or 5 parts. I'm not gonna play it tonight because it's a lot, but I definitely wish to show it to you guys tomorrow. And they did say that it could be those arson charges or allegations or whatever the case is. They said it reportedly lines up with Kid Cudi's 2012 car firebombing incident. So I'll tell you guys about all that tomorrow because this is a lot of shit. And I mean, just too much to do in one night. Okay. I think that's going to be it. Yeah, I was just making sure that I want to say anything else. So yeah. So overall, like I said, I wish I could have found another Jaguar. Right? I know I got one on here because she be tripping me out when she be talking about Diddy. But overall, we just learned a little bit more information about him. If y'all want to know his prison registry number, once again, it's 37452-054. 37452-054. I may even title one of my videos like that because it's kind of funny if I put it up there. Sure has. Wendy Williams been talking about that stuff. It would really been going on since before her because when I used to research this stuff, I even read stuff about Disney World, um, just so many different stations and amusement parks and things like that. Yeah, what did I just say? Shit. Okay, I'm talking about not the actual music park itself, but the owners of the music park. Not the owners like Disney. That's what I was meaning to say. Like the Disney Incorporate, the Disney company, um, allegedly the Disney company, allegedly Nickelodeon, and places like that. That's what I'm talking about. And TV stations like that, or whatever the case is. They have allegations like over on YouTube that accuses certain people of doing certain things to kids. That's what I'm trying to say. Or doing satanic stuff. Okay, point blank. It'd be all over the YouTube. When you look it up, you'll see it. And so they've been having these allegations for a long time. That's why I think a lot of these kid stars who grow up, that's why I think some of them are messed up in the mind, from all the things that could have possibly happened to them when they were, young actors and stuff. So it's a shame. It really is. But anyway, guys, we are getting ready to get out of here. Um, Cause y'all know I'm getting sleepy. When I start getting sleepy, I'll be saying all types of weird shit. I'm like, what the hell am I talking about? Talking about some damn Disney. I meant to say Disney itself, not Disney World or theme park, but just Disney itself. The people who, you know, own Disney, not the owners now, but back then, probably them now too, but I don't know. But I'm just talking about the ones back then. They have a lot of stuff online about that. That's what I was talking about. But yeah, when I start getting sleepy, I'll be saying all types of weird shit up here. You talking about some weird shit for real, for real. That's on everything, y'all. It really is. But Diddy news is gonna be going on and on and on, but I'm gonna try to always excuse me, talk about something else too. And don't forget, check out that Javion McGee story and stuff, because I definitely don't believe he unalived himself. You know what I'm saying? He could have, we're not going to throw that out the door because he could have, but I just don't believe it based on all of the stuff that I have, read and seen, especially when I saw that tree. And then just the point that they didn't show no surveillance video of him going into the woods or anything, you know? And also, what was that he had in his hand? We need to know what that was and what he was doing inside that truck and who he was talking to on the phone and things like that. Yeah. And then we talked about Dolph trial. I already told you guys that straight drop got, I think that's still straight drop, right? Justin, that's straight drop, right? Okay. He was found guilty on all counts, and he has life in prison, okay, which is 51 years in Tennessee. And the other two are going up on November the 15th. I think Cornelia Smith is on the 15th, and Hernandez Govern is on in October, like I think around the 3rd or somewhere around that date. All right. Yeah. And then, of course, we talked about Diddy. And then I gave you guys maybe one. We talked about the mayor Eric Adams. We went over his indictment because they did unseal it on Thursday morning. And he will be arraigned. I think he will be arraigned this morning, which is Friday. Okay. Okay. I think that's it, y'all. Let me go over here and do roll call real quick. Oh man, I'm so tired, y'all. Y'all, don't forget to thumbs up this video because I see some of y'all be forgetting to do this. You have to make sure you thumbs up this video, and also subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed, and hit that bell notifications so you can be notified of any upcoming video. But definitely make sure you do this and subscribe and stuff. All right, and share this video and leave a comment if you like as well, okay? And also, if you want to show additional support to this channel, you can do a cash app to $Shades2. All donations are used to better this channel. All right, so let's go over here and do the roll call real quick. And let's take this down too, because I need to put Shitty Diddy back up here. We're gonna take Shitty Diddy down, y'all. We're gonna take Shitty Diddy down. Okay. So anyway, let's go to the roll call real quick. Thank you, Jermaine, for being here. You probably sleep now, right? You probably are knocked out because you haven't said anything. Hey, Tony Bands, thank you so much for tuning in. Diddy's Baby Oil, thank you so much for tuning in. Miss T Girl, thank you so much for tuning in. Most Hated Bronze, thank you so much for tuning in. Let's see. Trina Baker, thank you so much for tuning in. Joshua, thank you so much for tuning in. KMB, thank you so much for tuning in, hon. What questions you got about Jay-Z, Jermaine, if you still up? Let's see. You say you're not sleepy? Hell, I am. Oh, you are crazy. You say you ordering baby oil for tonight, Shay? Okay. Jermaine, you're crazy as hell. You know that. What kind of baby oil you got? You got that cheap Equate one or what? Or you got the good stuff? See, baby oil is too damn oily for me. You know what I'm saying? I think I would prefer shea butter or something like that. Plus if you put shea butter on you and stuff, it's not going to leave a greasy feeling. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think it will. I don't know about if you put it on other areas, what it would do. You know what I'm saying? If it can cause infections, but I know that damn baby oil can. You know what I'm saying? You can't be putting that shit on you on the inside because it definitely can, cause an infection, especially in women. You're supposed to use the other stuff. You know what I'm saying? I guess that's the cheapest, though. I guess it's cheaper than the other stuff. Who knows? Oh, you use Johnson and Johnson. Okay, so you just slather it all over your body and stuff. Because see, that's what they claim Diddy was doing as well. Allegedly, he was putting that baby oil all over the men and stuff. So their body can glisten and stuff, and maybe the women too. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what they do. Okay, I know. Because he probably bought a bunch of it. Besides the 1,000, he probably was like stacking up baby oil and shit. Can y'all imagine him going around talking about take that, putting baby oil all over himself, all over them, using it when he was in there? You know what? When he was watching them, you know what? This dude is a freakazoid, y'all. He really is. Okay. Baby oil out of all the oils. Come on now. That shit is greasy, man. It's also, I can't even explain how it feels. I don't like that shit because it's like oily as crap first. And then when you put it on, right, it's got that, it's not like when you, like Vaseline got that smooth, really nice type feeling. Shea butter definitely feels really, really like good. Okay. When you use natural shea butter, because I used to sell it, from Nigeria, I got it shipped out here. That shit is like really smooth and you put it on your body. It just feels so good. He should have used shea butter. And plus, it's not oily. You put it on once it dissipates all over your body and stuff. The shit feels good. Your skin is really, really soft. Your feet, everything. You know what I'm saying? You probably can even use it to, men, you probably can use that to do that. I don't know. I'm not a man. I don't know. You probably could use it like that. Okay. But yeah, like I said, this dude is a freakazoid all the way. And then can you imagine his freak offs lasted for hours and days? But let me ask y'all a question real quick. So, oh, you can? Oh, okay. Let me tell y'all something. Let me ask you guys something. So just say if Diddy would have asked you guys, if he would have said, yo, I'll give you $200,000 to engage in a freak off with me for 2 or 3 days. And when you come, you got to do anything goes. Okay, anything goes except, hardcore drugs and no weird shit if you don't want to engage in it. And you have to sign a non-disclosure agreement and things like that. But I'm going to give you $200,000 straight up. I'll wire it to your account right now. I'll cash up you right now. I don't think you can cash up 200,000, but I'll wire it to you or give it to you in cash right now or whatever the case is. He can wire it to my bank account. But I want my money immediately. You know what I'm saying? Not to because he may take it back. And then he said, I'm not going to. And then he tell you he's going to give you an IV and all this other shit. In the chat, how many people would do that freak off for real? Would you do it for $200,000? And he's not going to tell anybody. He may do a videotape though, but you have to, agree to all of that. Would you do that for $200,000 for about 3 days? Could you do it? It definitely will. I just told them that for women, you cannot be putting baby oil on you on the So Jermaine said, yeah, he would do it. I don't know if I could do it. Let me tell you something. I got stipulations. All right. No girl on girl shit. No ugly ass men, no fat men, no super skinny men, no men with diseases. Let's see what else. You got to let me rest. Let's see what else. No abuse, no blindfolds. Yeah, I got too many stipulations. Okay, no oral. Let me see what else. No back action. I got too many rules. Okay, so I probably wouldn't be able to do it because I mean he would be like, get the hell out because you said no to everything. Why are you even here? You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, 200,000 is a lot of money. Miss T said, hell no. She said, no, she would not. What about you, KMB? Would you go ahead and do that? If Diddy was like, I'll give you 200, I'm gonna up it now. If he say I'll give you $500,000, okay, would you engage in a freak off with Diddy for 3 days? Y'all got to go ahead and say yes or no. I know that's right because I definitely have them rules. And so I know he probably be telling me to get the hell out that door because I mean I got too many rules. $500,000. That's almost $1 million. Okay. That's almost $1 million. Okay, men. If Sean Combs offered you $800,000, okay, cash. Jermaine, you crazy. If he offered you $800,000 plus a brand new house in a brand new luxury car, along with some stock in some alcohol, and I like to buy stock in people in stuff that people like to abuse, okay? And alcohol and weed in California. Okay. Men, would you participate in a freak off? Jermaine, would you participate in that for 500,000? KMB said no. Jermaine, would you? You got that right. Jermaine said they can freak all of October. You said as long as you don't have to touch guys. Okay. But that's the thing. You're gonna have to touch guys too. You're gonna have to touch guys too. Okay. But you can be T or either B. You know what I'm saying? You said you would engage in October, November, and December. Now he may want to beat some ass. Okay. So for 800,000, yeah, 800,000. That's what I said the last time. So he may want to beat that ass. Okay. So you still gonna do it for 800,000? Okay. So what about $1 million? If he offered you guys $1 million to do a freak off with him, let's say it would be you, 3 other men, and 3 other women, and anything goes except hardcore drugs and no abuse. How many people in this chat would do that for $1 million? Now, if he wants me to beat his ass, I'm all for it. You know what I'm saying? But you can't be hitting me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not doing no girl on girl stuff either. That's out. Or no oral. I keep on saying the same thing. I got a lot of stipulations. You know what I'm saying? A lot. But y'all know $1 million is a lot of money. I mean, you can be set for life with that. And listen, once it's over, he agreed not to say anything. You guys don't say anything. No videos or nothing. You said what? I say the same thing. For $1 million, man, please. Okay, I bet you majority of I believe a lot of people would be doing this okay for $1 million, even for 500, even for 200,000. I really do. And the thing is, that's what I don't understand about him, Sean Combs, is because he could have offered people $30,000, okay, and a lot of people would have taken that up and let them sign NDAs and consent forms and all types of shit. And just don't do no crazy shit and illegal stuff and force people to stay and all this other bull stuff he was doing. And then he would have been legal. You see what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know why he had to do all this other weird stuff. You know, I don't people don't be thinking. And then I guess he thought he would never get caught. That's silly. Yeah, it'd be hard to do, but when you see all that money, you may change your mind. You just never know. That's if they have a disease. What if he said, so you test results and said everybody here is clean, you know, and no girl on girl action or boy on boy action, no weird shit. I bet you a lot of people would do it. They would say no, they wouldn't. It takes a very special person, let's keep it real, that would say no to 200,000, 500,000, 800,000, $1 million. It takes a very special person to say no to that. You know, I think you are. I think you are, Jermaine. I think you are. I think you that WHORE. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think. But yeah, y'all, I'm so silly, y'all. But yeah. Yep. What time is it? Okay, we got another 5 minutes, then I got to get out of here, y'all. It's 3:13. I'm glad I already did everything I had to do so I could just go jump right in that bed and stuff. After I brush my teeth, I forgot to brush my teeth, but I'll do that. I was thinking about eating me some chips, but I probably won't now and stuff. But yeah, it's crazy. All this stuff is happening. You know, all these people getting caught. A lot of people are probably tied into Sean Combs. You know, his situation. People being quiet, people leaving, going out of town or whatever, going out of the country. People are scared. They're scared that they are in those videos doing something they shouldn't be doing or watching him do stuff that he should not be doing. And like I said, if he testifies, it's going to be a hot ass, tripped out mess. But I think, I don't know. When he get cross examined, I mean, he might be ready for that. You just never know. I mean, he got a lot of time. He could be practicing in his cell. You know what I'm saying? He could be studying everything regarding that. He definitely is. A bunch of them. Really? It could be. It could be. You too, Miss T. You have a good Friday. All right. And thank you for stopping by. I know that's right, KMB. I know that's right. I heard that. Shit. Sometimes you have to say no, when it comes to money, if it comes to, you doing something that you are, against, or something that's definitely wrong, or something that, can put your life in jeopardy or danger. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you have to say no. You definitely do. So tomorrow is Effery Friday, and we'll talk about some more Sean Diddy Combs. And I got something else to talk to you guys about, another topic and stuff. And then of course, fuckery news. I got some tripped out news to tell you guys about tomorrow and stuff. I just got my glasses too, guys. So be looking out for that collab that I'm doing with the glasses and stuff. They're super cute to y'all. I would show you right now. Those I can't. I don't know if I can show you right now. I think I have to wait until I get ready to do the little collab video to show you guys. But make sure to watch it when I put it up, because I'm gonna do it on YouTube Shorts. Then I'll do it on my Dollar Tree side, and then I may even show you guys here. You said tomorrow is Freak Off Friday. Okay, you said Fuckery Friday is canceled. Okay, I may call it this tomorrow. We'll see. I may and I may not. We'll see. But honestly, every Friday could mean the same thing. Okay, check out how I spelled it. You see how I spelled it like that? Okay, so it could be the same thing. Okay, but yes, I'll be looking forward to that collabo that I am doing. And guys, y'all know that I'm already in position to be monetized. I just haven't done the paperwork. All that damn paperwork is ridiculous. Everything, I mean, not paperwork, everything they have you doing to be monetized is a lot, man. It takes me forever to do stuff. So hopefully this weekend I'll do that. And then I'll definitely I may do the YouTube short collab with the glasses. And then obviously I may do it on my Dollar Tree side too. I don't know for sure. I got to look at all of the rules and stuff because they tell you how they want the video to be. I have to make sure everything is right, the specifications are right and stuff. But the glasses are super cute. I got them today and stuff, so it's cute. And hopefully some other people ask me to collab and send me some fab, prizes, gifts and stuff. That's the only reason why I want to do them to get the free stuff. Because they be like, if you get like a good supporter, I mean not supporter, a sponsor, um, you would get all types of stuff, some good shit. I mean, you can get that little vacuum cleaner that does the floor itself, just all types of stuff, y'all. I mean, all types of stuff. So yeah, that's why I like those sponsors and stuff. I know that's right. I'm the same way. I don't be doing all that weird shit. I'm not trying to be catching nothing, okay? Jermaine, you go. Jermaine, you a trip. But oh man. Mm-mm-mm. I know that's right. Y'all be over here in this chat because for 800,000, I'm probably like it's 1999. I know that's right, Jermaine. Shit, Tony Bands, you up for it? If Sean offered you 800,000 to partake in a freak off, would you do it? I'm telling you, a lot of people would do it. You don't think he's going to testify? I don't know. I don't know. His lawyer may try to encourage him not to. I don't know. But then again, he might. I mean, then he will explain the videos and let you guys know that everything was consensual. And these people say yes, they will do it. He's gonna try to change everything up. I don't know if he's gonna testify for sure. He may not. I don't even know if that would be a good idea for him to do. Honestly, when I really sit down and think about it, I just don't know for sure. Especially when that prosecutor started questioning him. I don't know about that. Tony Bands won't answer that question. See, when people don't answer questions, then I'm thinking it's a yes. It's a yes. That's what I'm thinking. Oh, Tony Band said, heck no. He said, nah, he ain't taking no 800,000 to do no freak offs. Now, even if he tell you it's only women, you mean to tell me you're not going to engage in a freak off for $800,000 if it's all women and no hardcore drugs. You don't have to take them if you don't want it. Like the weed and all that stuff. You don't have to do it if you don't want to. So you mean to tell me you'll turn down $100,000? I mean $800,000. I'm sorry. Sean Combs allegedly was keeping money from them when they didn't do what he wanted them to do. Shit. So yeah, that's tripped out. He was doing the most. Do y'all see him being found guilty? Or do you guys think he's gonna get off? Do y'all think Sean Combs is guilty or do you think he's gonna get off? Jermaine, you said he's done. Guilty. Tony said he's guilty. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. Damn. I don't know with this case. I mean, I think he is guilty, you know, with a lot of stuff. I don't know if he's guilty with everything, but I do think he's guilty with some things. As far as the time he's going to get, I don't know for sure. It's very, I don't know for sure. Do y'all think Sean Combs is in any type of secret society group? And do you think Jay-Z will go down with him? Because I don't see Jay-Z going down. I really just don't. But I tell you what, Sean should have got his ass out this country for real and went somewhere that he could not be touched. Could be. Yep. It just all depends. Could. If he cooperate, or just say if he is involved in some type of high profile secret society type stuff, he could get off if that's something he's into as well. He sure has a lot of shit. You think he going down too? We'll see. I don't know. I don't know if Jay-Z is going down. Because if just say all these rumors about him being in this Illuminati stuff or whatever it's called, say if that is true, then that means he has very high profile people. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if I don't know. Because even though Jeffrey Epstein was taken down, I don't think he is. Because see, the thing about with Jay-Z, we don't know everything that he's involved in. You see what I'm saying? Because we just don't damn know. You think? That's what I'm saying. I only heard rumors. Listen, Jay-Z seems like he's more, what can I say? He's just on a different level, I believe, than a lot of people are. And certainly on a different level than Sean Combs. Because even when Solange was hitting him in that damn elevator, this man would not hit her back for nothing. Because he knew that he was being videoed. I don't think I don't know. Sean Combs, I don't know if he should, but then again, it depends. It depends on if he knows how to handle the prosecutor and things like that. That's right. You're right about that. He definitely did this. But we don't have no proof. You got to have proof of that. Everything, when you accuse people, you have to have proof in a court of law. You can have all these accusations, but you have to have proof. And like I said, I think they even accused him of doing, unaliving people. They did, Jay-Z. So, but they don't have any proof. No proof whatsoever. So, if somebody ever get proof, then he can possibly be touched. But just say if he is, we talking about Jay-Z now. Just say if he is in some type of secret society and he's this big level person in that, whatever they call him, I don't know if he can be touched the same way, y'all. Because if it is a secret society, people be in all types of fields, in positions and things like that. So I don't know. It's pretty tripped out. Okay. Okay, so you said it's gonna be a slow downfall like they did Diddy or Jay-Z. So you say you think Sean is gonna be found guilty. So if I ever have never heard anything about him, I would say he would get off. But I've been knowing about this since the 90s. Yep, they've been talking about Sean for a long time. Oh well, that's true. The video is gonna surface. And remember, 50 Cent always has the info and pictures and videos. Hmm. 50 better make sure he keeping himself clean though, because damn, if he ever did anything, please. But a lot of these stars are quiet as heck. A lot of these stars are, because they know if they start talking. Clearly, they must be still afraid of this dude. But you know what? Something else happened. I can't remember what happened. I said Diddy probably had it done from prison. I can't remember what it was. I don't remember. But no telling. See, he play like he all dodo birdish, right? But it doesn't mean that he's really dodo birdish. I'm talking about Sean Combs. Yeah, I don't either. I think Jay-Z is on a whole different level. And I agree with you right here. This is facts. I don't think he's gonna tell on everybody. I really don't. He may tell on people who are low profile, but somebody on a higher profile, I don't believe he'll tell. Okay, I just really don't. Look at Jeffrey Epstein. Okay, so I don't believe Sean would say anything. This whole case, like I said, I can't wait to he goes to trial and stuff, so we can see it. And I can't wait until they tell us what's on those tapes. They probably won't be telling us no time soon. They probably won't show us until the trial. Just like the new video they showed on Dolph. Nobody had those videos. Everybody wanted to pretend like they had videos, but they didn't have those videos. The FBI, the police or whatever, I mean, they put that stuff out, you know, for the case, for the trial. That's why they got rid of his butt, because he was about to snitch. It sure is. And a lot of people going down, down, down. But y'all, I am getting ready to get my butt out of here. I think Epstein was getting ready to snitch too. It's been a real good night. I enjoyed this conversation we just had. But y'all, it is 3:29 a.m. out here on the West Coast, and I'm ready to take myself to bed. Okay, I'm gonna take myself to bed. And don't forget, over here on Shades Tube, y'all, we do so much. Like on my Dollar Tree side, I take people. I do the shopping hauls, and then I also sometimes like when I go different places, I show it and take you guys with me. Sometimes I just go on a random walk and do a live. Okay, so that's what you see on that side, and then over here I just do these talk show type things, talk time. That's what I call it. You know, and I usually do this Monday through Friday, usually at nighttime, but sometime when I get a chance to, I'll do them, throughout the day. I may do a video or whatever the case is. This week I didn't do any video in the daytime, but so if you like stuff like that, make sure you guys subscribe to this channel. You won't be disappointed. Once I get monetized, well, I'm already monetized, but once I finish filling out the information and stuff, and I actually, if my views go up even higher, then I'll probably do a little giveaways and things like that. But anyway, guys, we are getting ready to get out of here. Jermaine just said, everybody follow me. I'm trying to convince YouTube to let me show my freak offs. You are so crazy, Jermaine. You are crazy. Mm-mm-mm. YouTube, you're gonna have your YouTube account taken down, dude. All right. Okay. But anyway, let me go ahead and start getting this stuff off of here, y'all. Let me change this banner around. Let's take this shitty Diddy off. Shitty Diddy. Oh. Okay, let's go ahead and change all this other stuff up. Let's change this to there. Let's see what y'all said over here. You are so like a what? Sort of like a YouTube. Okay, you are okay. YouTube would never collab with that, okay? All right. But anyway, y'all have a good day, good night, and I'll see you guys on my next live. And thank you so much for tuning into Shay's Tube. Y'all, I am out of here. Thanks to everybody in the bushes and everybody who watches this in the replay, all the people in the chat. I appreciate you all. All right. Peace out, y'all. Let's do this, y'all. Let me put this thing up. Oh, I showed the wrong one. Yeah, KMB, you say you worked for the radio stations in the 70s to the 90s in Atlanta. It has always been known about Jay-Z like young girls. Diddy was, so I believe, yeah, it's definitely been a long-standing rumor about both of them and some other people too. And thank you so much, KMB. You too, Jermaine. Thanks to everybody again. Good night. Have a good day, a good Friday. And I'll see you guys later on Friday for Fuckery Friday, y'all. Hey, Shay in the place to be. And now I am out, y'all. Talk to y'all later. Peace out.